Hey guys, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Flesh and Blood stream. Today we're going to be playing Levia. The YouTube members and Twitch subscribers have spoken in the Discord, and we're going to be playing Levia today. I'm excited. I think Levia is a fun hero, and she has a lot of very strong things she's capable of doing. So I'm excited to play Levia today and kind of see how she feels. And I don't know, like Levia is a tough deck. I have struggled with Levia in the past. When I streamed with Mansant, we went like 1-5, I believe. So in the interest of today's stream, I have taken Mansant's post heavy hit, like post draw my list, and I have added a few cards to it that I think are give better matchups in the current metagame, and kind of like it just feels a little bit cleaner, I think. Gives us potential points into more popular matchups at the current moment. I just thought about something, and I don't think he has... This list does not have the new card in it. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to slide this over here, and we're going to talk about what cards we can change to add the new 2 for 7 into it. So I've currently got 80 cards into it here. This is my list. I've named it My Enemy because Levia and I do not get along at all. I cannot remember what it's called. I think it's horror, right? Or something like that. Yeah, Shadow Realm Horror. So obviously this is not his most up-to-date list that I found, but that's okay. Now we just need to find 3 cards to cut. I mean, we can probably cut this card. This card seems pretty medium, I think. We'll cut a Command and Conquer. He was playing 59 cards in the main deck, which is like kind of weird to me. And we'll cut a 2 for 7. Let's just try it this way. I think this might be... We'll try it this way. We'll see how this feels after we play a few games. So we'll slide this over here. Also, we're going to play some games with Zach today. Zach's hanging out in the Discord. I'm getting ready to jump in. Him and I are going to be chatting. We're talking about some of the games we're going to be playing today. I think he's going to play some of the more popular heroes into us so that we can get some practice today. And hopefully we can start feeling more confident about Levia. Let me find the Discord here. Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Doing well.
All right. So got this put together. Let's find our invite link and shoot it to you in the table chat. Yeah, after my 1-5 performance on Levia, I'm hoping for a better run today.
Hey, well, you know, it's a new day, and there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, the only thing that can be worse than 1-5 is 0-6. So, low bar today.
Well, I don't really think that that'll happen.
I really hope that's not the case, but we'll see.
What do you want to do, first or second?
You pick whatever you would pick if you were whatever you were playing, and we'll go back and forth here. We'll swap a little bit. Using Ferbrari in non-dark mode is blasphemy. Yeah, I don't use Twitter in dark mode. I don't use Ferbrari in dark mode. I get a lot of hate about that kind of stuff.
Dude, there's like plenty of other things you could do to ruin your eyes.
Yeah, right. All right, so what's the ninja game plan here? It has Flesh Bag over Balance. Then I guess Balance is just for KO. I gotta find...
Yeah, I feel like Fleshbag just gets way too much value against this deck.
He runs Flesh Bag into KO and Levia too. What does he want Balance for?
Listen, if the person you're referring to is Manzant, you do not question this.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely playing whatever he says, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, bro. Like, it's one of those times I would like to ask questions to understand. All right, so against Ninja, we got 60 cards in here, but we're about to change that because we got to add some... I put the weakest links in the sideboard, and we're going to add those in. I'm curious to know how the weakest link feels against you.
I've also only played like 6 games with Zen, so... Okay. I've played plenty against Zen.
One of the things to ruin my eyes is playing Zen. Now you don't have the pressure of disappointing Ethan, so I think you'll perform better. I mean, let's go. I hope that's the case. I would like to do better today. I think we're gonna cut the Ghostly Visit. I know that it's just like a solid play to be able to throw the 1 for 4, but I think we're gonna cut that, and then I'm gonna cut a man. Shadow Peak gets a lot of value with Art of War, but let's cut 2 Shadow Peaks. They don't block.
Also, though, is it really a learning Levia like session if you don't lose like 7 games?
I mean, that's the truth, though, right? That is the truth. So I could put 1 card in my graveyard, but it's a miss. Feels wrong. I mean, yeah. Let's. I was like, let's roll, because if we hit, we can do some things. So I'm honestly so high on weakest link right now. I mean, yeah, Harrison, I think the weakest link's very good. Very good. It's a very underplayed card in my opinion right now. Hey, Drew, what's up, man? How are you, brother? Playing Balance in the Kano? That makes a lot of sense. I mean, this hand blocks efficiently and does what we want it to, so you love to see it, as they say.
Interessante. I really don't.
We be blocking this
all day.
I didn't know John Cena plays Fab. Yeah, I was like, I have the pleasure of playing against John Cena today.
I was getting ready to say, chat, y'all didn't know he was going to have a celebrity on here. And you know I'm legit because it says real in front of my name, dude.
Exactly. Like, dude, and he's a Patreon. Like, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's how you know.
If those aren't telling signs, I don't know what is.
I mean, I agree. See, this is my problem. Is I really don't want to.
Yeah, I was like, you don't have to do it. So
I don't have to. Okay,
no,
cool.
it's you may. Yeah. I was like, you just click pass again. Talishar doesn't make it very intuitive in my opinion. Let's block with this. Actually, I think I'd rather keep the yellow in my deck.
I love Talishar. Like with everything in me, I love Talishar because it allows me to play games at night when I would not get to after work. But I don't like it because of stuff like that. Whereas, like, if you're playing in person, you would just know.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the whole, like I get it. You just, like, you have to click pass. I don't know how they make it more intuitive, but it feels kind of unintuitive, like, looking at it on the surface. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Just imagine it's a blue check mark instead of a stone. A blue check mark. Oh, talking about the verification, like the Twitter verification thing. Oh, that's awesome, Drew. I love that. All right, so we filled the.
Like, the genuine anarchy if the Twitter verification only cost as much as a Patreon does for Talishar.
Bro, how much is Twitter verification?
I'm sure it's like you have to gain so much followers or have some sort of like
you can't just pay into it. I don't think. You can verify your Twitter, I think, but you like to actually get the like blue or gold check mark. You have to like have like there's a threshold for it, I think.
Oh, I wasn't sure what it was, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry, X. I don't know too much about X. It's criminal that we haven't played Guardian Enigma on stream yet. I mean, like that could be a stream we could do. Like we could play Enigma versus like Victor one night. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That's true, we could.
I think I own most of the cards for Enigma. I think between the two of us we could put it together.
Very fun for the Enigma player.
Listen, it's a lot closer. It's a lot closer than it seems.
Is it?
Yeah, honestly, with the gold piece helmet, like I mean, like you don't get me wrong, like you can definitely just run away with the game as the Enigma player, but like it's a lot closer than people think it is.
I just imagine it went the same way as when we were testing Decimator Bolton.
It's not that bad. It is not that bad. Thank God. It's criminal Zach's beautiful beard doesn't have its own dedicated webcam. I mean, if Zach was in for that, we could make that happen moving forward on streams. Not even Zach's face, like just the beard that's going on.
Yeah, just the beard. Like there's that. Like if someone would tune in and be like, "What is that? Is their camera broken?"
Oh, you didn't mean Enigma versus Guardian. You meant the Enigma deck that's playing pummels. You meant the Enigma deck that like is like it's wearing a Victor costume while it's playing.
Which I no, it wasn't an Enigma. I got pummeled by a new the other day playing Aelia, and I was like, "Hey,
interesting. That's interesting."
Sorry, I'm playing slow. I'm trying to make sure I'm.
No, you're good, brother. You're good. I haven't filled up my Banish Zone yet, so I have no pressure right now. That would only be fun if aggro's on Victor feeling the pain. Thanks, man. Thanks, Thor. I appreciate it. The Victor Discord figured something out with Royal Victor, and blocking until cast homes has really been giving me trouble lately. I mean, yeah, so honestly, like, Pi, like, the matchup is not as bad as everyone thinks it is, in my opinion. There's a lot to it's interesting. Like, I played a few games at Nationals against, like, Enigma players, and, like, good players that I know, and, like, they were... Like, it was, I won a few of those games, so I definitely hear what you're saying. But we have 2 misses over there.
What's funny is, like, I don't even, like, and everybody talks about it. I don't even care what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the crazy part.
Yeah. It's very true. Like, you're talking about it like playing Zen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the deck, like, I mean, the deck is just so good. The deck is so aggressive. It gets so much value. Like, I have to take 4 here. You didn't get anything.
Yeah, which feels wrong, but I want to do this first.
So go again, draw card, I assume.
Definitely.
Had Victor on my Nats, and first game was versus Enigma. Did you win? Did you win? Because I mean, if you're on like the Crown of Dominion headpiece, like, you have a real chance at making stuff like that happen, I think. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, puts me to 30.
You actually get to use these, which is awesome.
Yeah, I was like with this version of the deck, you actually get to play. You actually get to play the Tigers and get value out of them, which is kind of cool. Like, that's the one problem with, like, other variations of the deck is that, like, they're not Tiger focused, and so you can't really get a ton of value out of them. They're really just Artivore fodder, which, I mean, to be fair, like, you could be doing worse things.
I'm drawing all the things.
Oh, that's a good hand.
I need an Artivore so bad.
I mean, yeah, that definitely helps. That's for sure. So we're just no blocking to the moon, hopefully. So you pitched 100 wins, which means you have a Bonds and a Descendant Gust Wave, which means your Bonds is going to go get a Gust Wave. Think we're just taking this here. Did you tell him Enigma balls? I say that to all of my opponents. All my red, go against, first hand, found my cast homes was on turn 8. Yeah. No, that's tough, man. I was like, when you're not finding cast homes till turn 8, you're in a bad spot. Yeah. So we get another one. I am going to. So let's see. You have a Bonds
and a Descendant in my hand. Sorry, my dog was going crazy.
No, you're good. You played the Descendant already.
You're correct. I did at Arsenal.
Oh, you played the one from Arsenal. So if I give you fleshback here, there's a 50-50 chance that I get your bonds. Oh man, it seems like I can wait for a better turn, I think. I don't know. Think I can wait for a better turn. This hand is just so good. Three because of Shuko.
See, but here I'm honestly almost like made to get something other than a bonds, because if you fleshbag this, then I can't.
I mean,
play.
if you get a bonds, I'm going to give you fleshbag every day of the week and twice on
That
Sunday
also might be like a play.
to draw it out.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fair.
like this turn is basically all it's going to be.
That's fair. I mean, that's true.
But also, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds in the graveyard.
So what that means, there's 5 left in the deck.
Yeah. So
I assume we're on 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go get a bonds, which means I would give you this. Fall down to 20.
Yep. And then I just lose the bonds and Arsenal.
I mean, so
now,
fleshback blocked 2. It denied the 3 from the Descendant. It denied the 3 from the bonds, and then it denied some other points there. So I mean, that thing blocked 8 that turn, minimum.
Yeah.
I would be pretty happy with a piece of equipment that blocked 8 at all times. I think we're pitching the Smashback Elhorn. Discarding the Endless Maw kind of sucks. I actually just think it's okay now, though. We're gonna go
together.
What'd you say?
I said those two cards always seem to happen together for Levia.
I guess we're gonna go buff. So is there any chance that I can go Claw and then 2 attacks? There is. Actually, there is a chance. That is a real thing that happens this turn. So we'll go again and draw 2 cards. Art of War is your next attack action.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I can wait. All right. So this is 5 go again. Picking go again, we were ultimately rewarded right here, which is what we wanted to see. We have 5 go again. Now, we only get 6 points of value off the Blood Rush instead of 8 here, but this really lined up pretty well for us. The Graveling Growl is for 8 because we have banished a 6 this turn from hand, the Soul Harvest. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misses in our graveyard and 13 cards, which means the chances are like 40% for us to hit 1, I guess, not to hit all 3. So we push through 3 points here, and then we throw the weakest link for 6. Now, it has been 5 turns throughout the game, and we have seen all 3 of our weakest links, which is very good for us. Now, it appears that this one doesn't matter.
It does matter. I just have to...
take it.
I really don't want to get the Chi at the moment.
I mean, that's fair.
Let me back up.
Yeah, so I would throw this here, and then you can decide how you want to block. Yeah, hitting the blue off the Art of War off the top was very good for us. Okay. I mean, the crazy part is, like, I had all of that, and, like, you still have 3 cards in an arsenal. Now, most of your equipment's gone, but you have the big one. You have the Chi Searcher, which is, I would say, pretty pivotal.
I just can't find the an Art of War at all.
Yeah, this has definitely been like a low roll from your side of the table, I would say.
So I have to do it that way, that way, that way. Yep.
Well, I have to say, we love to see this. We will say no blocks. Well, yeah, that also feels pretty good. Oh, man. We would have got the Arsenal, too, if the weakest link would have hit, because we get the draw card. The weakest link is one of those M's that I think is going to end up being like $30.
It's very possible.
I'm kind of amazed it's not. Of course, I haven't looked at prices in a little while. Last time I looked, they were like $10.
Is that my best play? Probably.
Yeah, that card's really good. Well, it looks like we'll be giving Husk this turn. So you have another Tiger in hand. You have a Chia Tiger, and then you have the Mauling Key and Banish. So we want to block from hand a little bit here. So I think what we're going to do is block with the Beast Within. Because the Tiger's going to be for 1. Which I'm happy to go to 19 and take. And then the Mauling Key is going to be for 5. I mean, we could keep the Husk. Although I don't know how much better Husk is going to get. This seems like the most value we can get off of Husk.
I mean, it's essentially blocking 6.
Yeah, I could give you a 6 power card here and the Bone Breaker to like get a value off of Might, but I think I would rather just save that for like a Command and Conquer turn or something.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a way to like start fueling my graveyard with Blood Debt stuff, so I think I'm okay to do this. So we hit one of our whiffs. You love to see it. I was really hoping we'd hit 2 of our whiffs right there, but beggars can't be choosers. The problem here is that we're at 19, and Zach can just have like a 35-point turn the first time he draws an Artifor. Go and search for a Chi, and I'm just super dead.
I'm starting to believe they're not in the deck. And, like, it's getting to the point where I want to use my Traverse, but, like, I know as soon as I do, I'm going to draw one.
Yeah, and then feel bad about it.
Yep.
I mean, there might be a world where you're, like, just supposed to block until you get there. I don't know, but I know that once Silas started blocking against me the other night, he started doing a lot better.
Which might be just the move.
Very well could be. Yikes. This hand's a big yowza.
I want to get...
I mean, this hand's not bad, but don't get me wrong, like, I'd much rather play my Blood Rush Bellow as opposed to use it for resources. We'll take 2 here, go to 17. We're still protecting our flip that we've set up here, so... I mean, I guess we can go down to 14, but that's the very last point we have. Hey, what's up, Josh? How are you, buddy? So you probably have a Bonds in your hand. You don't have a Chi that I'm aware of. So...
I thought about giving Traverse there even without Art of War just so I could, like, double Bonds you on this turn because it'd be pretty oppressive.
I mean, yeah, that would be pretty good. I'm going to give... Scabs here. I'm going to try and protect this if I can. I'm going to attempt to protect the flip here into Blasmo. Because I don't think Zach can fatigue us with a low enough life total here. We just need to find a turn where we can strip multiple cards out of his hand here.
I was like, I thought I had 100 wins. I was like, this is why I did this.
Yeah. I mean, we just may not be able to protect our flip here, which is a little unfortunate. the way our hand lined up, there's just not many choices I have here. This is really our last chance at protecting our flip. Zach has another 100 wins. Yep. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but I don't really know what else we're doing here. If I give up my Dread Screamer, and my Blood Rush Bellow, I mean, I can just flip into Blasmo that way. But I'm keeping a Shadowpede and then doing nothing on my turn, which I think is ultimately worse than going to 10, because I can throw 12. Which forces at least one card out of hand.
Would you get to throw a Shadowpede, though, if you flipped? I mean, more than likely.
I mean, if I flip, I can't throw... No, I can't throw it at you. So I have a Graveling Growl in my arsenal, and I would block Bellow, Dread Screamer. My turn would be literally do nothing and then pass.
Yeah, that's probably not what you want to do.
So I think I have to go to 10 here. I may have to report to the league to come and help you. I appreciate it, Josh. I appreciate it. God knows I'm probably going to need some help. All right. We hit all hits, which is a little scary because there's a lot of whiffs over there. We have 1, 2, 3... We only have 4 whiffs in our graveyard. It's not as bad as I thought. 33% of our graveyard's whiffs. So we banish a 6, which means we can play the Graveling Growl from our arsenal. And then, I mean, even if Zach doesn't have an Art of War here, like, we're at 10, which against Zen's pretty scary here. And then 6 more, which means Zach gives us Traverse and a 3 block, goes to 1. And from there, he has 3 cards and a Chi in hand. I can help a bit, but I don't have the knowledge like Mansant and a few others. I mean, I appreciate it, Josh. And like, if I'm doing things that are wrong, like, please jump in. Like, God knows Levia is not my cup of tea, but I'm honestly, like, I'm looking to, like, try and get better with Levia and Kano. Those are the 2 heroes during the off season that I'm really looking to try and get better with. Yeah, there's only 4 whiffs over there, so I'd have to get pretty unfortunate to hit all of them. The ideal situation would be that I can block 6 from hand here and then throw... if I can block with 2 cards from hand, the Boneyard Marauder and the Beast Within, blocking with my 2 pieces of equipment, and stay alive, that'll give me a Might token, which means I can throw potentially 8, forcing 3 cards out of Zach's hand would be nice. Does Victor have a good... Oh, sorry, Zach, go ahead.
Drew was Passover, Art of War, Chi, Ancestral Harmony. And I blocked with the only card I could block with.
I mean, yeah, I was like, it's unfortunate to have to block with that, but it sounds like the only one that blocks. Man, it'd be so nice if you could have blocked with the legs there to get a tiger. Oh, you get to get one from Zen's ability.
Yeah.
So it still works out. Yeah. Yeah, no, that good. Does Victor have a good matchup into Zen? I mean, I wouldn't call it a good matchup. I think it's okay. Zen gets a lot more points into Victor than Katsu and Fai do, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I think it's extremely close. And if you're playing, like, if it is a 1% Victor player and it is a 1% like Zen player, I think the Zen is like slightly favored. Zach, I don't know if you disagree or not, but
yeah, I've been. Trust me, when I first played Zen a couple times, I played a Victor and it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing about Katsu into Victor is that, like, Katsu spends the game trying to generate relevant on hits, and that's just, like, not always the case with Zen. Like, there's not really any on hits that he's trying to facilitate. Zen's just throwing as much damage at you as he can. Putting the Bone Breaker over there does give me another miss technically, but all right. So this is 8 go again, and we can technically play a card from our Banish Zone, but we could play if we had pitched a blue, this would be insane because we could throw a Boneyard Marauder or an Endless Maw or something here, but we don't. We did not have a blue in our hand. What'd you say? What'd you say, Zach?
I said that would be nuts.
Oh, dude, having the blue would be insane here. Would give me so much value. Getting 3 cards out of your hand is pretty solid for me. Yeah, just any resources would be crazy here. And drawing the Reckless Swing just does it here.
Yeah, I had an Arsenal of Chi right there.
That sucks. 8 turns, AVPT of 15.7. What was yours, just out of curiosity?
13.75.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you not seeing an Art of War, like, in the first, 7 turns of the game?
Yeah, so I have 27 cards left in my deck, and I start with 60. So
yeah,
that's how many I saw without seeing one Art of War. Well, one.
Yeah, you saw one Art of War and, the top 30 cards.
Which feels like it's not normal.
No, that's an extremely low. That's an extremely low, the variance for you there, I think. Let's just run that back where I'm going first again and see how it feels. So we can. And we're probably not supposed to claw here because it lets you fill your graveyard, which means I can just make an agility and pass. It's probably just a play.
I agree. Let's pitch that.
Hand's pretty good. I know. First time I did not die to Blood Debt. Bro, let's go. We won a game early in the stream.
Hey, see, look. Already doing, it can't get worse than last time.
I mean, that's true. We've already won a game, which is what we did last time. So we are at minimum tied to do what we did last time. You'll love to see it. Part of me wonders if I'm just supposed to say no blocks with the way my hand's set up.
I mean, if it's gas.
I mean, my hand's pretty good here. The problem is that I can only play one attack.
Well, that I can't do that much.
It's I'm going to 33 here, and I have a Blood Rush and the agility, which makes me pretty inclined to just keep my hand here and try to play it out. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. I still we still have to throw the we still have to throw the claw here, which is fine. Oh, roll scabs on turn 0? Yeah, I should probably just always roll scabs on turn 0. Everybody says it to me and I just always forget it somehow. All right, we push through some damage, and then I guess we'll throw... The Horror is technically more damage. It's just 1 more point, so we should throw it and keep the Dread Screamer in our deck. We do add Blood Debt to our Banish Zone, but we have an Art of War. Zach's just blocking, which I think makes a lot of sense. You're fueling your graveyard, and also,
Which is probably what I'm supposed to do, honestly.
I mean, I think you blocking early is the key. You have a Tiger Swipe, a Bonds, and 100 wins over there, which means now, if you are able to flip a Chi soon, you're in a very powerful spot. Yeah. So we're gonna go again and banish and draw 2 cards, and we're gonna banish the Horror. We have 2 cards over there now, which means we can throw the Weakest Link. We can clear the chain, and then we can throw another one. Hey, Annabelle, what's going on? Yeah, I started the clock a little early here, which I'm not a huge fan of. I generally try to play a more patient game. Drawing Blood Rush Bellow early is like one of those times when I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Like, obviously, if my hand is like Blood Rush Bellow and I get to keep a swing big, then it's like, yeah, like my hand's just very good. But I don't know where we live outside of that. I could roll Scabs here and try to go Claw into 6. Arsenal the Horror here. We could also just not roll and just throw 6 and just play it safe. But I think we're going to roll. I think we're going to try and get a little aggressive. All right. So we rolled a 2. And we're just going to come in for 6, clearing our blood debt here. Is Fleshbag a block 6 better into Zen over the new chest from the KO deck? I would assume max aggression is preferred into Zen. Are you saying playing the new chest, the Sash, over Husk, Thor? Is that what you're saying? I mean, listen, Drew, I don't know what to do a lot of times, especially with this. Especially with Levia. I'm definitely out of my element when it comes to Levia.
You just need to not play the weakest link when I have a cheat in my or a transcend card in my hand. I had the 0 cost blue, everything.
You had it all, huh?
Yep, I just needed to be able to block 5.
The weakest link is like something that I am very, like, I don't know. I'm a very big advocate of playing that card right now. So this is Go Again. This is 7 Go Again, creating a Might and Agility. And then we also get to play the last card in our hand here for value, just kind of continuing to fuel our graveyard. Blood Rush, Claw, 1 cost. If you have the nuts. I mean, so you're saying play it early if I do have it? I'm asking, I'm not a brute player. Yeah, so Thor, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure. Like under Mansense Ninja section, he just has Husk put in there. But it also makes sense to me that you would want to play the chess piece, the Sash, so that you can just like go ham with it. That makes sense. Is it BM-me to just surrender before we shuffle if they present Kano? I'm playing Riptide. I mean, I don't think it's BM. Like, you're playing in a comp tournament. Your opponent's going to be very happy that you conceded, so... You banish it instead. So I have the ability to go Mark of the Beast into Graveling Growl and then Arsenal the Endless Maw. So this is 7... And then because a 6 has been put into banished, I can play the Graveling Growl. You just throw a lot of damage and make them answer it being a poor life total to dump their hands later. If it's Kano, just play Sleep Darts and pray. Sorry if I missed this. How are you feeling about Zen in general? If you've had a discussion already, I'll replay it later. No, Donzai, like... Excuse me, no, we haven't really chatted about that. So we were actually talking about this last night at our armory. Zach, Salas, and Nick and I were all talking about this last night. And like, you know, I mean, Zen seems like just one of the best decks you can be playing in the format right now. There's a lot of cards that get hate into him, like Weakest Link, Command and Conquer. Wait, what happened? Oh, I have to close the combat chain. Then I can play this. Like, there's a lot of things that get a lot of value into him right now, cards that are being played. But I think that Zen's one of the best decks in the format. Do you feel that way too, Zach, or what are your thoughts?
It's pretty good. I haven't really played a whole lot of it, but I have heard a lot of people talk about it, and they seem like everybody seems to be saying it's broken, and they're way smarter than I am.
Ooh. Man, there's no world I'm supposed to give you Husk here to just play my Blood Rush Bellow turn. That feels so bad. I mean, I'm probably just supposed to make the play of blocking Wrecker Romp in here, right?
Yeah.
That's probably just the best thing I can be doing. Actually, I can block Graveling Growl in here because it's still a 6. No, I want to block with the Wrecker Romp because I want less blood deck cards in my graveyard or in my banish zone.
True. And that's what Wrecker Romp does best.
All right, so we play the Blood Rush Bellow, blocking effectively here. And then this is not great. I mean, this is about to be a terrible Blood Rush turn. Man, drawing double reds feels real bad right there. Having the 3 cost in Arsenal is also terrible. So I could pitch one of my cards to just come in for 11 here. Is what I could do. We could go Claw, take 5, which I don't think is correct. I could throw Dread Screamer for 8. That's only 1 attack though, which means I'm just supposed to throw this for 11. Or, I'm sorry, for 12. I missed the might. So I mean, this is a lot of damage, and Zach does have to think about this here, but this is definitely a window where Zach can go to 8 and play his hand out if it works. You think I should have used Husk right there? I mean, I'm not questioning you, Josh. I'm just asking because, like, it felt wrong to give up Husk there. But if I blocked with Husk, I get to keep a full hand and probably keep a blue there or another resource, which lets me also throw Claw there. Zen isn't broken. Is just the best current boogeyman, but there are a lot of hate cards. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I think there are a lot of good cards in the Zen, and Zen is kind of speedrunning LL, like Foxy mentioned, but like, I don't know. Zen doesn't seem that scary to me. There are a lot of cards and lots of things we can do to try and like combat Zen, in my opinion. Hey, what's up, Allie? How are you? I mean, he was at 20 life. So, I mean, probably giving the Husk there to, like, because if I keep a blue, I have 2 floating, which means I'm able to go Claw into Dread Screamer with the cards that I drew. If I keep the blue, if I keep the yellow, it's Claw and to pitch 3 cards and to throw, or I'm sorry, Claw for 6, and then it's Endless Maw for 11. So I would have just added 6 points to my turn no matter what I kept if I gave the Husk there. Or no, I'm sorry. It would have been Claw for 5, so it would have been 5 and then 11, so it would have been 16 as opposed to 12. But I got to keep my Husk, so... Ooh, Zach's blocking a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting predicament. Definitely not saying that what I did was the most correct thing, but... If Zach keeps drawing terribly like this, we can probably win some games.
Sorry, I literally just went and checked the February list to make sure that I wasn't cutting Art of Wars.
Yeah, no, I can't blame you because at this point, I mean, it's turn 7.
Yeah, I haven't seen one.
You are on the lowest end of your draws. And you're doing the right thing. You're blocking. You're waiting for it. You're playing as patiently as you can.
But at a certain point, I'm running out of my gas.
Right. I might be a wizard player next format. We'll see how good Lightning Man is. I'm actually really excited. I want to see how good a lot of the cards are. I'm hoping that we can just strip a card here. That Zach has no choice. It might have been more correct to throw Swing Big because it's just more damage. Okay. Because I have a card to Arsenal regardless.
What I'm doing is not as efficient.
What'd you say, buddy?
Actually, one more point if I would have just blocked with my 2 cards instead of done that. I thought it was a blue.
Oh, gotcha. I think we're just supposed to take 3 and try to... Now, if Zach has a Bonds in Arsenal, that's pretty good, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. Maybe there's a world where I'm supposed to discard Wind Up on Zach's turn and then go... I can't go Marauder, can I? I need to play the Art of War, I think. We're going to go again and draw 2 cards. And we'll banish the... We'll banish the Marauder. Like, the chances of us being able to play something here are very good. So this is actually a really good draw for us. Zach is drawing terribly, and we're drawing like all the good disruption pieces when we need it. Hey, what's up, Kyle? How are you, buddy? I mean, I got Bubble Out with Levia on the Talishar under my belt. KO was worse for the meta. He had 0 bad matchups. Zen has bad matchups. What are Zen's bad matchups? Because I don't know that I truly buy into that Zen has bad matchups. I think he has some that are closer than others, but I don't think he has bad matchups. I was farming KO players on Katsu during RTN season. I mean, yeah, like KO did have a very bad matchup into Katsu during that format, so I mean, I guess we're just supposed to play it. So we can throw Growling Growl for 6, and then we can throw the card in our hand, and that'll leave us with 3 cards, and we can leave this in Arsenal. It's the... I think that's better, because we could throw the Slaughter Beast and the Endless Maw, I think. So if we play this, we'll have 1 card... No, we can't do both of them, so we have to do the Growling Growl here. But that's okay. That's still okay. It leaves us with a better graveyard feel for next turn anyway. Zen also has 200 LO points already. He's cruising. I mean, yeah, he does have a lot of LO points, like, pretty quickly. Zen's a bad matchup. Is this happening? Drawing 3 reds and a blue or 4 red cards? I mean, so if Zen's bad matchup is him low rolling his deck, then I don't think Zen has bad matchups. I mean, anybody can low roll.
Sorry, I finally drew cards that I can like do something with. I'm trying to see what I can.
No, you're good, brother. Have you transcended this game?
I've seen 1 transcend card.
Jesus.
Until this hand right here. I saw my 2nd transcend card and my 1st Art of War in the same hand.
Oh. What one worlds? Historic Brute is unflavored into Ninja as a whole. Yeah, I actually really agree with that, Zach.
What?
Sorry, a guy in the chat named Zach, not you. Not you, Zach. Sorry. I understand how that could be confusing, though. Okay. So we go to 8, and then we're going to throw 9. And we're going to be left with only hits left. So Zach can give us petals and go to 1. Or you don't have a chi, right?
You have Reckless in your arsenal right now?
No, I don't.
Well, then I'm going to take the risk.
Oh, keeping petals for the resource.
I have to have it to play my Art of War.
No, that's fair. That's why I was... Yep, so take 7, go to 1. And then... we draw a nod into our Reckless.
I was like, I'll just
Even
stop.
if I did, I wasn't going to play it out because I want to see your turn.
Fuck, dude. Like, get...
Oh, that sucks. His bad matchups are anything with on hits. So many Zacharies.
Hey, Zachary is a very good name.
That's what I'm saying. Is that your full name? Is that your given name?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Most of the time it is.
I'm an H, though. I'm a truther. I'm an H, not a K.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so you're phonetically wrong, sir. That's what I laughingly tell everybody that. I'm like, listen.
I'm a Thatcher.
I'm a Thatcher. Oh. And banish the tiger. Yep. And then this will be for 2.
3.
Yeah, I think we can armor block in 3 because of the harmony here. I mean, yeah. So I think what we can do is we can give the swing big on the first one here to see what he does. And then we can decide how to block from there. I mean, Zach, like with 3 cards in hand, I don't really want to give Flesh Bag this early in the turn. It could just like be bad for us. And we have a lot of stuff that we can, like, even if Zach still throws a Command and Conquer at us or something, like we can give Blood Rush Beast within a couple of cards and then throw this Slaughter Beast. So I think I'm okay to block here and then give Flesh Bag on the next one. Like we could just say no blocks, Josh, but I don't know that that's correct when we have Blood Rush and Beast within in hand. Because we still have 14 points of life we can give up this turn through all of our equipment and still flip into Blasmo if we want to. Which, I mean, we have some pretty good cards over here. It wouldn't be that bad of an idea for us to, like, flip into something like that. Unpopular opinion, but I think Bravo has some game into Zen, like 55 Bravo, 45 Zen. Okay. Hit me with that, Zach. Oh, no, you're good, man. I'd like to know more about that, Zach. Tell me more about that, because I'm an avid Guardian lover. Aelia is a bad matchup for him if she can Battering Bolt him. It blows him out, but otherwise he can still just murder Aelia turn 3. So I don't think that Aelia is necessarily a bad matchup for Zen. I think it's a very close matchup.
I think it's Zen favored.
I think a lot of people would say that, honestly. I mean, my graveyard does have 3 cards in it, but the Beast Within's going to add 1 to it, and so is the Swing Big that we're blocking with, which I think makes us okay here, Brig. I mean, yeah, the 5-card Blood Rush with him at 2 is very good. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm trying to play the most conservative game plan I can because I'm up 26 points. Do I need to refresh?
No, I just don't think I can get. I was trying to.
Oh, you're searching. I see. I mean, Bravo has a lot of very good cards for Ninja. I do agree with that. So this is 5. I mean, we should probably just give Husk here. This is probably as good as Husk is going to look this game.
Man, it's really just not good overall. You want me to be honest?
What, your hand?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The damage is okay, but
maybe I'm supposed to save Husk for the Tiger Swipe. I mean, Tigers are just for 1. This is going to be for 1, 2. This is going to be for 6. So I think we're supposed to. Let's give Flesh Bag here. Just play into taking a card from Zach's hand here, and then we can use the Husk on the Tiger Swipe here. Hey, Bing, what's up, brother? How are you? I'm like a Guardian, not a Brood. I mean, yeah, I definitely... Ooh, what? Wait, what? I mean, this is just forward. There's no combo text here.
Yeah, you got my Tiger.
Oh, wow, that's insane. I think I'm just going to say no blocks here. Okay. Probably should have given the Husk there, but... Hey, what's up, Sam? How are you, brother? I'm playing like a Guardian, not a Brute. I mean, I'm playing patiently and filling my graveyard. I think that's the correct way to play. I'm going to have 5 cards going into my turn from my graveyard because of the way that we've played, which I think is correct, right? Which is fine because my Aelia doesn't need more LL points this season. It's funny.
I agree. Everybody just stay off of it. Don't win with it. Just be mediocre. I want to keep playing Aelia.
I was like, everybody wants their hero to win tournaments, but nobody wants their hero to win tournaments. Yeah. It's a weird dichotomy. Oh man, we had like what, 2 misses there, and then hit a blue, and then we got 2 cards coming. I mean, the sand's pretty good. Yo, let's go. An anonymous gifter has given out a sub. Dude, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Whoever you are, hanging out in the shadows. I appreciate that. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Oh, sorry, I dropped all my shuffling cards. 1 second. It's probably time for new sleeves. I've had these for a while now.
So I ordered a card and then it came certified mail where I had to sign for it, and they tried to deliver it yesterday and couldn't. So I'm wondering what card it was. I like genuinely can't remember.
Bro, what card has to be signed for?
That's what I'm saying.
That's wild. We're just gonna arsenal the blue Dread Screamer, right? That's just the best thing we can arsenal here, I think. Riptide needs to win an LL, way too busted. Been cooking on an Enigma list. Okay. All right. I like to see that. I like to see that. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I figured I'd see them all at the same time.
I mean, you banished one off the Harmony last turn and then drew two that turn. Like, listen, we're 2-0 right now, but like, it does not feel like we should be 2-0 right now. Feels like Zach is hitting the very low end of the draws here, as far as everything we're looking at.
I backed out. That's my bad.
No, you're good. Do you wanna play Aelia into me?
Sure. I mean, I'm cool with whatever.
I was like, I'd like to play against Aelia too. I've only ever played Levia into Aelia one time, and it was online with Ethan, and we got wrecked.
So, like, don't get me wrong. I think Levia can high roll Aelia very easily.
Okay.
But it can also go the other way around very easily.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I very much agree with that. 15 damage turn with them at 2, and their cards don't block. I mean, yeah, like with Zach's cards not being able to block there was pretty good for us. An aggro Bravo with specializations in Pummel and Terra Sunder, but a Bravo that is blocked 3 cards and Hammer will lose. I guess we want to go second against you, I think. And I think Levia always wants to go second.
Yeah, probably.
Which is my understanding of it. Okay. So Aelia, we have 60 cards here. I'm curious to see what those 60 cards are. We're not on Ghostly Visit, Howl from Beyond, or Hungering Demagon. What card did he add in? The Soul Harvest? No, the Soul Harvest is in the main. Oh, he added in Guardian of the Shadow Realm. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Bro, you're about to get got.
Hey, I think it's probably... No, I wasn't playing Aelia. I was playing Dory. I was thinking about Cass, because I think Cass used it against me in our game. That was pretty
yeah. So I think this is the list from the Atlanta timeline, because the Shadow Realm Horrors weren't even in the list when I pulled it up.
Huh.
It says to run Fleshbag into you. Interesting. I mean, I guess it makes you think about when.
I mean, yeah. I have to play Bolt and Shots differently the whole game, pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, Captain Crunch, what's going on, buddy? If Tear Limb from Limb is in the list, I don't think Tears are in the list. Well, Aelia always wants to go first to dominate an attack. I mean, I guess with that in mind, I could be living in a world where we want to go first because of that.
Dude, it was literally this first edition Art of War that was like $20.
Well, that sucks.
Like, why would... Oh, my goodness.
That was something else. That was something else. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, brother. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. All right, so we want to go first into Aelia. Roger that.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, rolling was very greedy there. I think with nothing, like, our hand was very mediocre. So I think with nothing else to really do, like, I was okay trying to make that play.
Yeah.
Okay, pal. So we can block 12 easily.
That's an absurd statement if you think about it.
It is. Yeah, we drew the D-React. So I can go 3-6. Releases from Arsenal, right? Yeah. And then it's Bonebreaker and Scabs, and then play the D-React. Seems fine. Not a huge fan of giving up the value of mites and everything there, but I think blocking 6 is pretty good. Yo, let's go. Did Allie just gift out a sub? Dude, let's go. Oh, Allie's gifting out memberships. Let's go. Thanks, Allie. I appreciate it. It means a whole bunch. I really appreciate that. I'm always confused because like there's the like on YouTube there's a delay, so I have to read the chat before I do anything. All right, so we put 2 misses in there, which is not ideal. Oh, that reminds you. I mean, yeah, we could have like hit a 6 and rolled well there, but my hand didn't really do much, which is why I rolled on turn 0, because my hand was pretty awkward. So we read Opt to the top of the deck, and then load in a Remorseless off a Tunic. So 11's pretty good, but I don't know that 11 is that scary. I think I kind of want to keep this hand.
Yes, just see it as 11.
I mean, it's really probably like 14, but...
That's what we want you to think.
I think I'm going to go to 29 here. I don't know. Oh, Josh redeemed a big hydrate. Let's get through this turn, and I got you with the big hydrate. Let's get through this turn. So we can lead on the Art of War, or we can lead on the Blood Rush. I truly don't know which is better. Art of War kind of like bails us out of a jam whenever we need to turn off Blood Debt. So let's play Blood Rush and see how the turn looks after that. So we have Claw.
Do I care?
That's terrifying.
Well, about the Claw.
When do the Bolton decks come out? Do you know when the Bolton decks come out, Zach?
After Pro Tour.
Okay, so like next month sometime then probably.
Yeah, I think it's in July or August, one of the two. Hey, but then Riptide. Oh, I mean, Aelia is getting a deck coming out.
Oh, that's cool.
Really, it's just Riptide cards.
It's really just Riptide cards. Is that what you said?
Where it's just all Riptide cards.
July 12th. I don't know when the PT is.
It's in 2 weeks.
Captain Crunch said, "True. This is just really for Riptide."
It really is. There's someone at LSS that just loves Riptide so much, and they are just feeding this hero all
just
kinds
pushing
of
it.
1 cards, but like they don't give him play sets. They just let him have 1.
Here's a card.
Yeah.
Well, probably what happened is one of the devs at LSS tested Riptide a whole bunch and was like, "Man, this hero is going to be really good," and then nobody's doing well with it. So they're just like, "Fine, we'll give you another card until you all learn that you can win with this deck."
I mean, hey, it's working. People are starting to play Riptide.
I mean, people are playing Riptide more and more.
They are.
Yo, Captain Crunch, thank you for the follow on Twitch, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here and thanks for hanging out. Buddy, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're here for the first time. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Let me know about yourself in the chat. I'd love to learn more about you. So this really smells like a Snaps turn, which kind of makes me want to give Husk. I mean, since it snaps, we could probably give the flesh bag here, but I don't know that I'm supposed to.
I think if you give flesh bag, I just don't snap if it takes the wrong card.
So the problem here is that like I can't give you flesh bag and play my turn out because I need to block with a card. And then this is for 9 on hit Pox token. Good news is that when Aelia LLs this year, my transition to Riptide will be smooth.
That's true.
Man, I really don't want to block. Like, Red in the Ledger just made this like super awkward here. I think we're gonna have to go to 24 and then just go to 22 and throw Claw. It feels really bad, but I'm sorry, we're gonna have to go to 20 because of the blood debt counter. So we're going to attack for 3 as opposed to blocking for 2 with our Deadwood Rumbler here. Based off the way that was played out, I probably shouldn't have given the Husk on the first attack. Now, this is a hand that'll work pretty well, I think. Is there going to be a Ranger set? We just got a Ranger set last year with Outsiders, man.
No, we didn't. We need more.
Riptide is just a cult following. I believe that. Majin Bay made me play the game. Last TCG I played was Runeterra before in Magic, so I actually come for Magic myself. Crunch. I'm the same way. I come for Magic. I actually did not know Majin Bay for Magic, but I have since like become a big follower of his. He's a very good Kano player, and I enjoy watching him play. We have 4. I'm sorry, we have more misses than we have hits over there now, which is kind of frightening. So this is going to be for 8. I mean, we could play the Art of War to stop this. Is this dominated?
Yes.
So if I block 1, 2, 3, 4, and then use the Art of War, we can block 8 to stop the inertia token, which I think inevitably is better.
Yeah, I really kind of wanted to go get a fatigue shot right there, but since I had the inertia, the red inertia was just too good.
And we can banish the... No, we'll keep the resources. Man. It's very awkward. It's very awkward. Banish 3 random cards gets... I mean, I think we should probably just go for this, right? This says go again regardless, but we have a higher chance of hitting here.
Oh, and you got the Guardian, which is nice for you.
I was like, man, being able to hit that Guardian is great. So this is 8 Dominate, and we can just play this from Banish Zone, right? That's the text on it.
The Guardian?
Action, pay 2...
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to return it to my hand. Okay, so I can't just play it from my Banish Zone, which is a little bit worse.
Okay, so it basically costs 4 when you're getting it from your Banish Zone.
Yeah, so I have to... It's actually an action.
But it has... Oh, ew.
I have to physically pay 2 to get it back from my Banish Zone. And then I can like play it from my hand or something like that if I want to.
That's way less good than I thought it was. I thought you could like use it from your arsenal.
You still play Magic these days? So Nick, I actually played. I actually played Magic the other day. At a local RCQ. I don't play a lot. Like I play 2 or 3 times a year, mostly to go and hang out with like like my friends and like those people that still play Magic and stuff like that. I don't play a lot though. Just every now and again to hang out and see everybody. That's really it. Kano is a headache. Captain Crunch says, but it's a fun headache. I actually really want to learn more Kano. I need to learn more Kano for sure. Well, that's a lot. If I block 12, I take 5, go to 14, and then I flip into Blasmo, which I think has to be our only option here. If I block 3, I take 14 and go to 6, and then throw this and potentially miss off my graveyard. So we block 12, take 5, go to 14, and then we take 6 and flip. Or I'm sorry. Did I miscount? Thought I was at 19. I must have missed something.
I thought you were at 20.
Maybe I was at 20 and I just can't count. Yeah, so Seek and Destroy, we are going to flip into Consumed, and we no longer have Blood Debt, and we have some cards that we can play over there. So now we're just kind of looking to stay afloat long enough to utilize our Banish Zone. Riptide is miserable for Enigma? Yes, it is. I did have someone make the mistake one night of actually leaving 2 Haze Bendings in play, and then they could never kill me, which was hilarious. You can play it from the Banish Zone after Consumed. I can play...
That's maybe what I was thinking of.
Oh, I can play it from over there now.
Yeah, because you don't have to get it back from your hand, because you can play cards from your Banish Zone.
But I can only play it once each turn. It's probably not going to give me the option until we get to the reaction step, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
What are we looking at playing here? We have potential Go Again. What does our graveyard look like? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misses in 12 cards, which means it's pretty high chance that we do hit, but Go Again doesn't really matter if we're not making any value out of it. So we can block 3, take 8. I could block 9, take 2, go to 11, and then take the Seek and Destroy and do nothing, which feels really bad. So I think I'm better off to block here and then keep these 2 cards in my deck. I do have to go to 5, which is unfortunate, but I mean, I guess there's always a world where I could play this.
I kind of thought you might give 2 cards, like block a card and then give the defense react and have 2 cards left in hand.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about doing. So the problem is, so how can we go about blocking this adequately? So I can block 3 with the Endless Maw, and then I can play the defense reaction, pitching my yellow, take 2, fall to 11, and then from there, I have the ability to roll and go claw into Shadowpede.
Or if you have a yellow, you just have 2 reds after that.
So I have a blue, a yellow Graveling Growl, and 2 reds. One of my reds doesn't block.
I was trying to think of a way you could play the Mark of the Beast just off your 1 action point.
I mean, there is a world where I can block Endless Maw, pitch the blue to play. I mean, playing the Mark of the Beast doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not taking any damage, and I'm gonna banish cards no matter what. I guess it's like banishing less cards.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I wasn't thinking about you being flipped already.
So Drew said this is a massive arrow. That's a war crime, Zach. I mean, I could block this out. Part of me wants to save the defense reaction for a better turn, because this hand is very awkward with it. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to take 8 and attempt to play it on another turn. Do I have an Endless Maw I can play over here? No. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
So if your no block was yellow, you could do something.
Wait a second. I can block 9. Actually, I was like, Hadrix just made a point here. I can block 9, take 2, and then I can pitch my red to play a Boneyard Marauder for my banished zone. Dude, absolutely. This is sorry, man. I know that this has been like a 10-minute turn, but this is the part of Levia that I severely struggle with, that I really need to work on. Because I mean, this is like just that. Like, this was such a better play for me. What 3 cards did I banish? I did get a whiff, but I got 2 hits. Big Sag. Not that it matters here. Thanks, Hadrix. I appreciate you pointing that out, because that would have immediately been a worse turn for me. We're going to see what Zach can piece together this turn, because my hand's not bad, to be honest. Like, this is a pretty decent hand that could probably win me the game if he doesn't have enough. Okay, stab. Okay, stab. All right, so this is for 10. If I say no blocks and give him the defense reaction from my banished zone, I'm taking 4, and he gets a Ponder token. And then I have Blood Rush Beast within, which means I'm at 7. So unless I literally hit like 6 whiffs in a row, I'm okay. I think that's the play here. There's no snaps incoming, and unless you just decided to like get real cheeky with Razor, like with Razor Reflex or something. I mean, the Rain Razors is fine. All right, well, both of them is a little bit of a problem. All right, it's making this a little bit worse now that we're at 3. I wasn't expecting double Rain Razors. All right, well, we're gonna hope that we don't hit a bunch of misses in a row. Okay, we didn't.
Praise, so bad.
Praise God. That's why I had the Beast within, and I knew I was gonna discard it, because I was like, okay, I leave this in a very specific way. This is great.
That's funny.
Okay, so we can go, let's think about this. We have Claw into Endless Maw, which is just insane. That's a 19-point turn. Or I'm sorry, yeah, that's a 21-point turn if we hit, which is probably enough to end the game. And we should just save the cards in our banish zone for another turn, I think. Probably the better play. Yep, and then we pitch Beat Down to come in for another 5. And then we get to come in for, we did hit, so this is going to be for 11. I mean, I guess there's also a world where maybe this just ends the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like 21 points when Zach is at 5 is a lot, so... Shoo! Man.
That was a good game.
That was a really good game. I did not think I was going to win that game. So would you pick to go first or second playing Aelia here?
Probably second.
Okay, let's full rematch. And we'll pick you going second this time. Because I went second last time, right?
Yeah, it's like I think second, just because I know you can't really do anything on turn 0.
Right. Yeah, so I guess as Aelia, we have the 60 cards where we're bringing in the defense reaction, which is like bananas. Mansant would be proud. Somebody tell Mansant that I'm 3-0 right now. Like, we're not going to tell him the asterisks that come around Zach having some of the most abysmal draws I've ever seen from the Zen side of play, but we're going to tell him that I'm 3-0. This matchup stresses me out. I mean, I could see that. This matchup feels like, yeah. I mean, I think we're just supposed to roll.
Levia has no chance.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, a 6.
That makes up for the 1.
I mean, yeah, that's just a lot better. Now I have to figure out what to do with it. I mean, none of these cards seem worth arsenaling. Am I supposed to just fill my graveyard here as much as I can? Billy said Aelia and Levia, I'm very torn. we're gonna lead here. I kind of want to go Shadowpeed into Beast Within, because it puts 2 very good cards into my graveyard, but I'm not arsenaling, and that feels wrong. Maybe I'm just supposed to throw the Beast Within for 6 and arsenal the Shadowpeed. Let's arsenal the Shadowpeed. Mansant, I remember Mansant telling me that you want to be arsenaling 1-cost cards. I think Josh also said something about that earlier. I mean, yeah, like, so arsenaling the 1-cost card's probably worth, but I don't know, like, this card does not play well from Arsenal in my experience. We'll see what Zach does here, but this hand doesn't look that bad. Drew in the chat put at Mansant. He is 3-0 right now. I hate you, Drew. You're such a troll. Swear to God. So what, this is for 8? Oh, let's go. Carly with 26 months. She's the best fiance in the world. She sleeps till noon. We love her to death.
I was gonna say, did she? I mean, she's getting ready to subscribe for life.
I like that. I like that. This is a weird hand. So I only have 1 card in my graveyard, which means we're not really like playing the Dread Screamer or the Shadow Realm Horror here. So I could block 6. Does like Fatigue Shot doesn't? I mean, Fatigue Shot's fine here. So I could block 6 and the Bone Breaker, and then I could throw Shadowpeed for 7. And Carly with 10 months of big support on YouTube. Carly's just flexing all at one time. And the message says, I love you. I love you too, baby. What if I block? No, I don't want to block with misses here, do I? I could block. Well, I want to keep some of these cards in my deck, right? No, I guess I want to flip Endoplasmo against you, right? Like, that's one of the key plans here. So if I block 8 like this, we could also block Dread Screamer and then give the defense reaction and then play Shadowpeed against you and just play Shadowpeed. I could
get defense react in your graveyard at least.
Yeah.
It's a miss.
I like being able to put it into my graveyard. Like, I know it's a miss, but like still I think having like it's supposed to be in my graveyard, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to play it.
So I think we'll just go ahead and play the D-React. It's probably just the best thing I can be doing. And I was like, I think if you're willing to spend a Rain Razors this early in the game, it's just a W for me. And we just come in for 6 here. Carly just sent a message that said, I am 100% subscribed for life. And then Drew said, "What the fuck is your last name?" Oh my gosh. Oh. Annabelle said, "Infinite money, lost glitch, spend $5 to get $2 back." Oh, I love it. This is great. This hand's kind of stinky, as Drew would say. Carly 96 with a question mark. I guess you need to pronounce my last name so Drew knows what it is. I was really hoping you would try to like phonetic it out and type it out for him, but Drew, Carly's last name is Abrahamian. That is how you pronounce it. Abrahamian.
And Drew, we know you're from around where we're from, so you know it won't be right. It's okay.
It's like, yeah, Drew, you get a pass. I also did not know how to pronounce Carly's name, but you know, I learned. Baller last name. It is a cool last name, right? How did you opt to the top of the deck?
Skullbone.
No, I was wondering like if you went top or bottom.
Yeah.
Man, this is a bad hand for you to have the old.
I like saving those for the end, but
it feels really bad to give Husk here, but I don't know what else I'm like. So we just have to take Red in the Ledger and this if we're gonna do this, which I mean I guess is fine. It is what it is. Beats mine. No, I won't dox myself. Somebody told me that I doxed myself the other day when I showed my address on stream, and I didn't. Like, I don't even know what that means. So if I say no blocks, I'm pitching the Art of War to throw the claw. No, I'm going to pitch the Reckless Swing to throw the claw, pitch the Agile Windup to make an agility, and take a ton of damage. So should I block with the Blood Rush Bellow here? It's probably just the correct play, right? Play the long game. Just block. Play patiently here. It's Armenian.
Is it really?
Yeah, Carly's last name is Armenian.
I don't think I knew that.
I mean, to be fair, it's not something that just comes up casually in conversation. Like,
that is very true. That's kind of in the weeds.
Like, oh, by the way, did you know that my fiance's last name is Armenian? Oh no, that's so bad. I mean, I guess it's actually okay because I can get a Dread Screamer here, right?
That's what I was kind of debating. Like, it gives you a go again or a Shadowpede to use with your one action point.
I could save the Dread Screamer here, and I could save it for another turn. We're going to have quite a few misses in our graveyard, though, after this, which is kind of awkward. So, if I get the Dread Screamer... Yeah, I think I have to. It's awkward, but I think I have to. I can... There's no world I'm supposed to discard that, right? I can discard the Reckless Swing. Man.
That feels okay.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to block 4, save the inevitable, like, life, quote-unquote, that I'm saving here. And then I'm going to throw this for 3, which Zach's probably just going to say no blocks to. But this gives us exactly 3 misses and exactly 3 hits in our graveyard, which is... I mean, still, statistically, we're pretty likely to hit here, but still. Talk about a great icebreaker. I mean, yeah. Drew said, I agree. Take her last name. How many generations ago did your family move here? Don't let Carly fool you. Carly's family's from West Virginia. Don't listen to this. Oh man. All right, so release attention.
Sorry, I thought I missed math for a second. I was like, oh.
No, you're good, man. Oh, I forgot about Josh's big hydrate from a few minutes ago, so we're going to do that while Zach's putting his turn together here.
I feel like this makes it just weird enough for you to block with your flesh bag that like you're not getting the value off of either a card or flesh bag that you're blocking with.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Man.
I mean, I guess technically if you have a 6 power, you could block flesh bag 6 power apex and not really lose a whole lot of value, but that requires.
Yeah, I was debating like blocking like this. It doesn't play around Rain Razors. The only thing that really plays around Rain Razors is this, but even then that just feels really bad. So I think I'm supposed to do this and hope that you can't like do anything crazy after this. Oh, are we chugging? Let me grab a beer real quick. Harrison, my man, after it. I love it, brother. I love it. Bullseye Bracers in the red in the ledger. Yep. And comes in for 8 and still has a card. Oh, 9 actually. I lied. And still has a card arsenal.
Go.
Yo, BR Barrechos. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. When you're here for the first time, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me a little bit about yourself. I'd like to get to know more about you. So you do have an arsenal. Part of me wonders if I'm supposed to give Husk here. I don't think so. Or maybe I am. So we're going to put a lot of misses in the graveyard this turn. I don't like it. We block 9. And we get to pressure you in a pretty decent way, all things considered, I think. I think giving up my equipment this early is a little awkward, but throwing Command and Conquer for 7 feels pretty good. So my great-grandma was essentially a mail-order bride. Oh, that's Carly's message. I was sitting here listening to this story, and I was like, why do I know this? And then I realized it was Carly's message. Y'all gotta ignore me. Trying to play Levia makes my head hurt. Alright, if Zach doesn't have like a red here, I think we're gonna try and go ham. Codex, I'm so cool. Man, damn it. What do you play, 2 pumps? This is gonna be for 11? I mean, the good news is that we can block this here. Like, yo, Our Misfit Adventures. What a name. I love that name. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. We got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're here for the first time. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I'd love to get to learn a little bit more about you. I mean, I think we can take 5 here, right? Like, we can take 5 and throw the Endless Maw at Zach, I think is like a pretty safe bet. Like, if we're just attacking, like, we go to 24, we attack for 9, and we're still leaving to go again play for when we have it. And going to 24 still leaves us in a good spot to protect our flip. We have Scab Skin Leathers. Now, at 24, we're essentially going to fall to 22 because of the pox, which means we have to be careful because we don't have a lot of equipment, and if Zach dominates a big arrow, then we could lose our flip pretty quickly. So something to be aware of. We have to hang on to, be a little careful with here. I also want to flip into Redeemed one time. I've played like 15 games of Levia, and I've never flipped into Redeemed ever. I would love to. Yeah, Red in the Ledger's a real card here. Real card. Hey, what's up, Abden? How are you? How are you? Hey, executive. Yeah, we definitely cooking. We took Mansen's list and we made some changes to it, which I think most people probably feel like is a sin, but you know, I'm all about trying new cards and experimenting a little bit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misses and 10 cards. So the chances of us missing are getting higher and higher, unfortunately. Jim, fighting games, and I'm weird. I like mayo and hot sauce on my hot dog. Bro, listen, I don't care if you like to eat dirt on your hot dog, brother. You got no judgment for me, man. I asked that question because I like to get to know people, and actually the person who came up with that question is Drew. He's in the chat, and he's in the chat on YouTube, but it's like, I don't know, it's a cool question to like ask and get to know people. So no judgment, man. I appreciate you being here and hanging out, Jim. Even crazier is my uncle does all of that ancestry stuff. So we learned that my great grandpa wasn't actually. Oh, we did learn about that the other day when we were over there. That was actually really cool to learn that too. Traveling for the weekend, got a moment to hang out and watch the stream, brother. I'm glad you were able to drop by, man. Where are you traveling to? You never deviate from the gospel of Mansant, arrest this man for heresy. So, all right, that's cool. Yeah, no, cool. This
Sorry,
sucks.
I was letting the fresh air in from outside. It was a little windy in here.
Blustery. I mean, so like this hand, like obviously the hamstring shot for 14 prevents our flip, which is a big problem for us. So I have the ability to block 9, take 5, fall to 17, take the inertia, which won't really matter, and then I can throw 6 back at Zach. I'll be at 17, which does make it quite hard to protect my flip from there, depending on what Zach's doing.
I'm really torn between, like, in this matchup, I don't know that hamstring shot is, like, uber effective. But, like, in certain spots, it would be very good. But, like, the choice I have is between that and infecting.
Yeah. I mean, I think the hamstring shot's better. So, honestly, the biggest thing here is that it's an arrow for 14.
Yeah,
like that's the biggest thing is like I'm trying to protect my flip, and I'm obviously not that good at it. So if we take 6, we go down to 16, and as long as we don't completely whiff on our Dread Screamer, we can go Dread Screamer into Graveling Growl. But I mean, I think this is, or no, I'm sorry, I can't actually. Because the hamstring shot, I'm sorry, the hamstring shot actually makes it to where I can't do that.
Yeah, like I have to hope that, like in this moment, that it matters that you're wanting to block and you can't keep a blue to do what you want to do.
So the blue lets me do what I want to do, but I was trying to have 2 attacks there, and I just can't, unfortunately. All right, we hit 1 hit, and we hit our defense reaction, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. Hey, Cusco, what's up, brother?
I guess technically this time you'd probably want all misses because you're not going to do anything anyways.
I don't want to flip. So, like, hitting 1 hit is what I want because it means that I'm leaving a lot of hits in my graveyard and clearing out my misses. We are at that point in the game where, like, I do need to get some cards with Blood Dead into my graveyard because flipping only is super relevant if I'm able to make it worth by having cards I can throw at you. The inertia token doesn't really do anything for me. We might not just be flipping this game. I don't know.
I'm doing my best. This is the arrow I think, like, really puts a hard choice on you.
Okay.
Like remorseless, right when you're getting ready to flip.
I mean, yeah, that's really good. I really hope they make an adult Terra. Sorry, I see you guys talking about that in the chat, and I really hope that they do that.
Man, me too. So bad.
I want an adult Terra more than most people know.
Even though, like, in my mind, I know no one's going to play Earthlore Surge and Guardian because it's a 2-block. Because no one does that.
I mean,
but I will.
We will. It's like you think we won't roll up with that shit on Friday nights? Red and blue Earth Lore Surges. Oh, I'll do this, and then I'll swing this at you, and then it's like, oh, I'll make a might at the end step. Like, I think it sounds awesome.
I'm gonna get the same thing, but I think me dominating it matters.
I mean, it forces my hand. You're like making the decision for me.
But if I dominate, I kind of may want a different arrow. Because I'm going to get your flip if I dominate with 2 pumps.
Yeah, because so if you throw 2 pumps, it's 11. I block 5, take 6.
Yeah, so I'd rather just have the red effect with the inertia.
Okay, so this is going to be for 11. If I play the Art of Warrior, I can block 6 and take 5, go to 12, which denies my flip, which is a problem. But I can't really utilize the Art of War on my turn, which means we're probably just arsenaling it, right? That's probably just the best play, is we can...
Yeah, because if I brick, you just win.
Take 8 and go to 9. Well, no, I can't arsenal at the inertia.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So you just fall.
So
Which probably you get more value off of blocking it here.
I'm trying to debate if I should play the Art of War before blocks. I think I should. I know it's weird, but
yeah. Well, and you're gonna get to see what you can block with.
It gives me potential value to like make. We're gonna go buff and banish. It would be awesome if I had an arsenal card here.
That would be very awesome.
We'll banish the Wrecker Romp.
The forgotten mode of Art of War.
Yeah.
So we were at I can't remember if it was a PQ or RTN, one of the two. And I was playing Dozer and I was playing Viscera and he was playing Lexi. And he activated Art of War and used that mode, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah. Man, there's just no way to save it here. Banishing the blue actually really hurt me too. Because there was a real chance that I could have made that happen if I kept the blue. That I could have played. I drew into a Deadwood Rumbler, which cost 3, which means if I kept the blue, I would have been able to make something happen. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take blood debt damage, which sucks.
Do the other ones not block?
I mean, your arrow's dominated. Like I can't.
Yeah, but would you rather keep the Gravel Growl so you can throw it next turn?
I can't throw it. It's if something's been banished only this turn. So it's turned on right now. But I would rather have it in my graveyard because it's a hit. Man, gosh, I can't even get the defense reaction back here.
I mean,
it gets inertia away.
Oh yeah.
Like if I was able to get that back, we could like try to make something happen. At Arsenal, the defense reaction. I guess we're just gonna. It's definitely not what I wanted to pitch. I wanted to pitch this. We're just going to swing the claw here, and then Blood Rush Bill will go to the bottom. I would rather it go to the bottom first off the inertia.
Oh, man. That's a tough spot. Damn, Zach. Good arrow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that arrow was great. He denied my flip, and also, like, really, the inertia there is just so good. Just denies me from really doing anything I want to do this turn. Because I'd happily just take the turn off to get back that defense reaction if I could play it.
I mean, that puts you like that would favor you, even though you would be down.
Yeah,
you would be favored after that.
I agree. Yeah, and then we're just in a bad spot here.
Sorry.
Gotta go for a while. Hope to see you guys later. See you, Annabelle. Take it easy. Yeah, that's true, Abton. We could have drawn into another Art of War there. Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's been gas this past few turns for sure.
Oh, so if I block 8, take 3, go to 2, and then the pox kills me. Or I block 11 and then die to Blood Debt. I mean, I guess we'll do this because it technically gives us an option. Like there's something, there's not a yellow or a blue. Maybe we hit something that says prevent a bunch of damage. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, so we take, you take 3 and then we just take the 2 and die. Man, that was a good game. That like, I feel like I was like 1 turn away from being able to make it happen.
You know what the difference was?
What?
I resolved 2 codexes that game. In the last game, I didn't resolve any.
I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense too. Being able to get back an arrow of your choice is very beneficial. That was a really close game. You want to try it again, or yeah. I don't know like what your day looks like when you're done. Or
I got off work early. The wife went to hang out with her friends in Gatlinburg for one of her friends' birthdays. So
oh, that's cool. Yeah, so we can actually do nothing. So we're just gonna roll.
And I think that's why I want to go second. Because, like, yeah, you can roll, but that still leaves everything up to chance that you even get 2 action points.
Yeah, I mean, all of my cards say banish cards or do this or do that. So I'm just trying to make something happen. Yeah, that game was pretty close to Misfit. I don't know, like that game really not blocking on turn 0.
It's no.
All right. Well, let's play another one after this. Oh man, because that means I probably can't even block with cards. Okay, I mean, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. So we can block 9. Play this on our turn and just pass back. No, we're not going to play this, are we? Because that'll give us 3 misses technically. Which means there is always a chance that we could hit all of our misses. I don't know. We're kind of like living dangerously if we decide to play this. We could swing the claw, which would be okay, but I don't really like the idea of just swinging claw. I'd rather set up an agility and a might token for next turn to be able to like try to like play more offense. But I think the idea of keeping our graveyard on at least a hit to where we have guaranteed hits, and we can block this turn with some 6s to try and set up a little bit better here. As long as Zach isn't dominating a lot of things, I think we're in an okay spot.
Yeah, I had 2 red in the ledgers that hand. 2 red in the ledgers, a lace, and my arsenal card's a Rain Razor.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't really want to give up either A, my only non-attack action, or B, both of my red in the ledgers on turn 1 by blocking and then playing 1.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Well, we're gonna see what Zach does, but this hand's pretty stacked. We got a pretty good one here. We can try to make some things happen here with a hand like this.
Man, I want to be able to play this Rain Razors, but I can't. Well, that's a pit.
Oh, guys, while Zach's thinking about his turn, the newest Talishar tournament got put up in the Discord earlier this morning. We're going to be playing Blitz in August. It is Blitz was by popular demand. We're going to be playing Blitz in the month of August to try and to get ready for skirmish season. So if you've missed the other Talishar tournaments and you're not sure what I'm talking about, it's completely free to play in. All you gotta do is be in the Discord. That's where all the instructions are to sign up for it. If you're hanging out on Twitch or YouTube, you can hit !Discord and find the link to it. And I'd love to have you for it. I think they're always a lot of fun. I get to commentate and kind of hang out a little bit. I really enjoy it. So love to have you guys there if you're interested. It's completely free to play in, and we give out some pretty cool prizing there. Kind of messed up. Carly baited me with a taco question and just bailed. Carly's probably playing Fortnite right now.
Hey, what are your favorite taco toppings, though? That is a subject I'd like to talk about.
I mean, hey, all right, let's go. Everybody's favorite taco toppings in the chat. That's Zach. You've piqued Zach's interest here. I mean, this feels like snaps. And my hand's really good.
Well, you took the card I wanted to play, so we're going to just let it happen.
All right, sweet. That 50-50 shot pans out sometimes. I'm still here. I'm trying to type, listen, and play Fortnite. Carly's trying to do it all right now. Ooh, cheese and jalapeno. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I'm cool with any pepper.
I mean, this hand's pretty good. We have exactly 3 misses, and we have exactly 3 hits in our in our graveyard, which is a little frightening. But no, I'm sorry. We have 2 hits and 4 misses. Yikes.
Sorry, you just need 1.
I mean, that's true. We do just need 1. Zach is not wrong. And then we get to throw the Endless Maw. And we hit both of our hits? What? Lame. All right, well, that's okay. We're going to have a hit in there after this. This was a good turn. Endless Maw is quickly becoming like one of my favorite cards to play in this deck.
And it's a cool-looking card.
Yeah, the art on it is very cool. Everything is a topping if you're brave enough. I like the way you think.
This is a factual statement.
I mean, yeah, it's very true. Pico and sour cream are toppings? Yeah, absolutely. On tacos? I mean, I guess you can put pico and sour cream on anything. I've never had pico and sour cream on a hot dog, but listen, you get no judgment from me. 0 judgment from me.
I mean, same thought is true with a hot dog is just really a taco if you really want it to be.
Yeah, no, exactly. Life is what you make it.
I tell people at work that all the time, like all the people that's on my team. I'm like, really? I said, what's crazy? I said, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We all just think we can. Or like you just go with this set of rules, but like you can actually do whatever you want to do.
And yeah, I was like, and who's going to stop you?
I mean, the police eventually.
Oh, man. This hand sucks. I can't block this.
Like I almost have to play like an illusionist type of game plan into you and just buy your equipment and my life total doesn't matter. And now the actual game starts when I'm 20 health down.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're just blocking 4, man. Some of these hands are weird. We're getting Levia right now, as Ethan calls it.
I need it.
Sour cream, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, jalapenos, and salsa or hot sauce. That sounds like something Carly would. That sounds like something Carly would enjoy. That's why I love pineapples on my pizza sometimes. So I'm gonna be honest. Like people have a very strong opinion about this, and I've never I don't know. I just who cares? Like
it depends on what it's with. If you just say ham, listen. There's so much better things we can teach you.
All right, this hand's tough because I am now falling down to, at minimum, I'm going to fall down to 32 here. We're not applying a lot of pressure, but we are setting up a good arsenal card. And we're out of equipment pretty early, which is tough. Yep, who cares? That's right. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, Crunch. The good news is that if Zach does just take this, he's at 17, which gives us, a 19-point life lead, which is a pretty good amount of life to work with.
Is there anything you can play? Or does it not? Is it not?
No, I whiffed. I didn't hit anything. This doesn't have go again or anything.
Well,
That's why I'm taking 4 Blood Debt. I only had 1 hit in my graveyard, and it's there for next turn. Which I guess in the long run is good for me.
Yeah, I mean...
You fall to 20... Sorry, because what? Go ahead.
Much anyways.
I was like, this turn's pretty lackluster, so I kind of want to keep that hit over there. Yeah, so you go to 20, I go to 32, and then I'm going to Arsenal and set up a pretty good hand here. This hand is pretty solid at doing what we want it to do, so... Ham, pineapple, and red pepper is actually good. Okay, cool.
So there's this Jamaican jerk pizza that I eat, and it has pineapple on it, and that's like one of the few pizzas that I enjoy with pineapple on it.
Okay. Where do you get it from?
Opie's Pizza Wagon.
Opie's Pizza Wagon.
Yeah, it's a pizza truck thing. It's very good. They like pull around like a brick oven.
Oh, that's fun. Donzai said, teach me opponent of aggro. What is better than ham and pineapple? For everybody who doesn't know, I'm playing against Zach today. It's very confusing because we're both sick.
It's Jamaican jerk chicken. It's pesto sauce as the base. It's not red sauce.
Okay.
And then it's pineapple, Jamaican jerk chicken, and banana peppers.
That sounds good. This feels like one rainy boy into Snap Codex. Is what it feels like, but I don't really know. What are you doing with Codex? Endless Arrow? Hang on a block like this. Try to save some armor. Snap, Death Dealer, Remorseless for 8.
The more I use that Codex of Blood Rot, Brody is so smart.
Oh, yeah. Card's insane. Man, we're just going to be forced to take more blood debt here if I block this out, which is very awkward. Jamaican Jerk was my nickname in high school. I don't believe you, Trent. God,
why were you mean?
I mean, that's what I'm taking away from this.
This person was mean.
I mean, I like that this blocks 6, but we're not really getting value out of it. So if we take 8, we go to 24, and then we have the inertia. Which means I can play the Art of War, banish the Mark of the Beast, turn off Blood Debt, and throw something on our turn. The other option I have is to block with 2 pieces of equipment, pitch the blue to play the D-React to block 8. The D-React is from hand, so we do get to block it up effectively and cover up 8. And then I get to pitch Mark of the Beast to come in for 4 on my turn. Or I can go down to 24 and I can play out my offensive turn here, which would put me down even more than I already am. But I do take 4 off of Blood Debt no matter what we do, and the Pox here, so... I mean, we're probably supposed to play offense here, right? I don't know, using the D-React is just so good. I think we have to use the D-React here.
It lets you Arsenal.
Lets me keep my Arsenal here, which I really like. The biggest issue with this is that I'm taking 4 to Blood Debt, which is tough. Hey, Milkman, what's up, buddy? How are you? Name didn't even make sense. I'm white as hell. All right, we're going to have to hope that so we're currently, with the Pox token, we're up 10, because Zach knows that we're going to fall to 30. So we currently have a 10-point life lead. It just depends on if Zach blocks or not and what he does, because we need a turn where he's basically not going to throw Red in the Ledger at us. Now he hasn't seen any knocks, and we know he pitched one earlier, so like it's not exactly like a great opportunity for us, but we just haven't really had a turn where we can play out our Art of War. Just got back into Fab after a 3-month hiatus. What took you on your 3-month hiatus, if you don't mind me asking? If that's personal, then that's perfectly okay as well.
I was gonna say, really, you're on the 26th though, right?
Yeah. So I'm still keeping 10 points if you don't block.
Yeah.
So I'm at 26. We're at a decent amount of life to protect our flip here. And we now have 3 hits and 4 misses in our graveyard. We love Trent. We do love Trent. I think this is a no blocks kind of hand, especially if Zach doesn't have like serious disruption here. I mean, it could be reload into a go again arrow into bullseye bracers. No, it's just going to be knock for something solid. Okay, so we take 5, go to 14. And then we get to overpitch. But you don't have an arsenal, do you?
I do not.
I did not realize you weren't going to have an arsenal. I should have thrown the swing big at you.
Well, let's redo it.
We have to go back to your turn. Let's see. Revert to the start of previous turn. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
In my head, you're like always going to have an arsenal. So I'm always just like preparing to throw Command and Conquer at you when I can.
Which I probably could have, because what I bottomed was a codex. So I could have codexed into a red and then had a red for the next turn, which is probably smarter. But
I mean, that's a pretty good line. I'd still say no blocks here regardless. We're always just taking 7 here on the one that doesn't matter.
I'm just going to skip that part and just reload there. Play that.
With a Seek and Destroy. So with the Seek and Destroy, it makes me want to play my Art of War, because I'm going to lose it regardless. So I should get the value out of it here. Let's go buff and banish. We will banish the Shadowpede. Lol, what is happening?
All those pearls in the right-hand corner.
We're going to go buff and banish again.
Oh, no.
Banish the... And then we're going to block with Wrecker Romp. That's not that bad.
No.
All
honestly.
things considered, that could have been a lot worse for me. Now, I do get to throw 8 at you. And then we get to flip into Blasmo. Getting to protect my flip there is a really big deal. This kind of makes me want to put Levia together and play it on like Friday nights or something.
I mean, why not?
I probably should. I'm missing a lot of the cards.
Between Nick and I, we probably have most of it.
Yeah, I was like, that's probably fair. And I think Silas owns like almost every card for Levia because he played it for a long time.
That's also very true.
So I get to load a card here. I mean, we could plan on just blocking 9 here. Because Zach's probably going to have, like... So if he has 2 pumps and he pitches a card because he has the Ponder, he gets to come in for 11, which means blocking 9 is not enough. So if I make the play that I want to make by putting this in my arsenal, I'm actually able to play this and then attack for 6 off of a 1-card hand, and then block 9, take 2, fall down to 11. But if I arsenal the Blood Rush and... Well, there's no world I'm going to be able to block. Yeah, no, this is the only correct play. Putting the Doomsday in our arsenal is the only correct play here. Wouldn't you want to keep the other Art of War to negate the Blood Debt? So we wanted to flip there. I wanted to flip there, was my thought process. Definitely not saying that's correct, Milkman, but I think I wanted to keep... I wanted to flip. So you ponder. On my turn, I mean, we also could have just played some cards from our Banish Zone. But I think putting Blasmo, putting the actual Blasmo into play is very strong, because this is a really solid play for us. The Levi-specific cards are all pretty cheap, though, other than Husk, which I imagine you have. You played Chainwright. So I used to own Husk, and I sold it back in the day for, like, way more than I paid for it. I bought Husk for, like, a pretty decent price. I think I bought Husk at, like, 60 or 70 bucks back in the day, and then I sold it for, like, 120. And it was just such a good deal for me at that time that I sold it. But, yeah, no, I mean... I mean, yeah, like there's Husk is the one expensive card I would need to buy. Other than that, it would just be the Levia specific cards, which are probably cheap, because I own Art of Wars, I own Blood Rush Bellows. Yeah, I own pretty much everything else for the deck. Really wish I had a blue in my hand. I mean, I can still just throw 7 if I block with 3 cards. Really just depends on if Zach gives me the ability to block here. A lot of how Zach plays this out depends on what my hand ends up looking like.
Blasmo doesn't count for Remorseless, correct?
No.
It says attack actions.
Yeah, because it's an ally. It works like a dragon would.
It would get affected by Hamstring Shot.
Correct. I'm pretty sure, right? Because it just says your next attack, right?
Yeah.
Because it makes the hammer cost 1 more, doesn't it?
It does.
That's what I thought. Hey, Dante, what's up, dude? Yeah, Levi is going much better than it was the other day. I'm telling myself that Mansant's teachings are kind of like having some dividends here. When you pair that with the fact that Zach has drawn doo-doo all day, for the most part, it's... Well, the one game, he drew pretty well the one game. I think that was the game I lost, but...
Yeah, that game was wild.
But, yeah, other than that, like, Zach's drawn pretty rough today. Might be back later, not sure. No worries, man. Trent, thanks for hanging out, brother. Hope you have a good day, man.
Really don't know what to choose.
I'm hoping you have nothing left.
I think I have to choose the Hamstring. I don't have a red, that's for sure.
Yeah, you having a red would be... So, attacking me which I think makes sense. I think you have to attack me. If I it's your first attack, right?
Yes.
So I can block here, take 8, go to 2, and then I can go 6, go again into Blasmo, which is pretty good. Now, we have to talk about whether I want to play the Dread Screamer for my arsenal or the one for my hand. Or I'm sorry, the one from Banish Zone. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 misses and 16 cards. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? It's Dread Screamer from hand or it's Dread Screamer from Banish Zone. It's still Dread Screamer. I still have to get lucky. We're just hoping... All right, we hit 2. It's just always correct to keep the Dread Screamer in my hand because I can arsenal it.
Yeah.
I was debating which was better, but it doesn't matter because it's just always Dread Screamer no matter what. And then I'm sorry, what? Whenever attacked, you may banish a card. If you do... Oh, no, I don't want to banish a card to... Man, that would be a really cool way to turn off Blood Debt, though. Yeah, you may banish a shadow card from your hand. If you do, you may banish a card from the hero's soul. So it's actually a way I can turn off Blood Debt. Dude, I'm learning a lot about Levia playing it.
I don't think I knew that.
I did not know that either. I knew that you could get rid of soul, but I didn't realize that it also benefited me in some way. Good design. LSS, keep up the good work. Day's almost over. It's good Saturday. Now finishing off with the stream. Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear your day's almost over, brother. Hope it was going well. All right. Zach falls to 1.
I couldn't keep an arrow, so I think you kill me next turn anyways.
I was like, I'm hoping that means you don't have anything to do. Like, Codex would be backbreaking for me here. So we have to lead on this and hope that we hit. And we hit 3 hits, which is good, but also not good. Because that means we have a lot of misses left. Six go again. And then... the 9 should clear it out. Yeah, there we go. And we hit. So... I probably should have played the blue Dread Screamer and then thrown the Blasmo at you, but I don't think it mattered there regardless.
No, I think you were winning that turn either way.
Was like, I think the 9 was too much there at the end of the game.
The Blasma Fed is what mattered, I think.
Yeah, so the fact that... So your red in the ledger turn for it was for 8, which gave me the ability to play Doomsday and attack you for 6.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck in a weird spot where you have to choose to kill it, or you have to, like, attack me. And to be fair, you did 11 dominate at me. Like, you were able to put me down to 2.
And with that being said, I probably should have chose Remorseless.
So if you dominate me down to 2, I go to 1 when I play my Dread Screamer. I still could have thrown the Blasmo since it's an ally, so it would have put me to 1. So it wouldn't have really mattered, right?
No. It would have mattered if it was an infecting shot.
Yeah. Did you have one?
No, I side him out for hamstring shots whenever. That's like my swap for those 2 arrows, really.
I mean, I think hamstring shot has more potential upside.
I agree, and I have to be as disruptive as possible. I feel like in the meta currently. I
mean, hamstring shot like last game, like literally saved you 6 points.
Oh yeah,
like it's just stopped me from throwing the graveling growl at you, so it saved 6 points, which would have been really good.
Especially if it's your second arrow, and they block or something, and they don't really think about that, and it just time walk.
For sure. Is there something you want to play?
I'm hanging out. I'll play whatever. I've got all kinds of stuff.
I was like, if there's something you want to play, I was like, we played a few games with Zen, we played a few games with Aelia. Like, I don't know, like what, like if you want to play more Zen or what you want to do. I'm bouldering with my cousin in the mountains, and after lunch, axe throwing at a bar with friends. Dude, this sounds awesome, man. That sounds like a great Saturday. Brother, I'm glad to hear you had a good day, man. If you want to keep playing this, we can. I just want to see. I didn't know if there's something you wanted to play or test or try or.
I mean, I don't care. I can play KO. I can play. I mean, Enigma's probably bad. Don't want to do that. I can play
Enigma into me.
Dash KO.
Let's play KO. I guess that could be pretty interesting.
Find it.
Let me create a new game here for us. Let me find the Levia deck. Make a game, send you the link here real quick. Hey, Thiago. No, we did not test that matchup with Savage Sash, although somebody did mention it earlier, and the potential of playing Savage Sash to just like try and run them over. Or no, that was against Zen. Somebody had mentioned playing Sash into Zen, but
that may be an option. I think the 6 block on whatchamacallit is good enough for Aelia.
Husk is just too good into Aelia, which is probably the case, I would think. So this feels like this could be a weakest link matchup, maybe. I would assume this is a weakest link matchup.
I was kind of trying to decide maybe if that would be good against you, just to catch an Art of War.
I mean, it very well could be. There is a non-zero number of no blocks in my deck, so. He's also running the defense reaction into you. Interesting.
That is interesting.
I think I'm just going to play 63. I don't know. I'm going to play 63 and see what happens.
Oh, that's not what I was trying to do.
Wall? Yeah, that's pretty good. We will block here. Can't block with more than one card, so we'll just block 3.
I'd be greedy.
Make another Might token. Seems pretty solid. So let's go beat down. We'll intimidate a card. We'll come in with the claw for 5. Blue barraging beatdown is just so like calculated in Levia. We'll discard this to make an agility. And then we'll just pass. Setting up our graveyard a little bit and trying to fuel our plan here. Rutro. Blood Rush and the 2 Mites can be quite frightening. Zach already blocked with Sash too, which puts him in a pretty good spot, I think. To just be able to like try to go ham here.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I can...
No, you're good, brother. Take your time. Take your time, sir.
I was trying to decide if I could do it without it, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can take the risk anyways.
Am I supposed to just block here? Probably. And we're probably just supposed to block here, I imagine. Pulping? I mean, taking your last card seems pretty good here. Just depends on if you have something in your arsenal you want to throw at me or not. And you do. I guess we'll just go ahead and give Husk here. Just try to stay up as much as we can here. And then we'll come in for 6 go again because of the agility. Graveyard's looking much better this game. We've only got 2 misses in there. The Flesh Bag and the Barraging Beatdown from earlier. So the rest of our hands are potentially looking very strong. And then we have Mark of the Beast for 6. So we gave up a lot of equipment there, but we were able to block pretty efficiently, I think, all things considered, and still throw 12 back.
Too many no blocks in here.
I mean, yeah, there's quite a few of them. I mean, probably just taking 7. Yeah, Zach passes. Going to play a Dreadwood Rumbler, and we discard a Dread Screamer, and we'll go ahead and banish the Shadow Pede to turn off Blood Debt. Coming in for 6. And we have 3 cards over there. Zach blocks for 3. Yeah, I was like, he's got a pretty good chance of winning that clash, I would say. We're going to make an agility token and pass after I break the bounds of time and go back to the Talishar menu here. I don't know why it does this randomly. There we go. Let's block 3, stay at 17. Zach passes. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a way to turn off Blood Debt here. Zach blocks 6, make another Might token as we have whiffs on the top. This is for 9. And we get to, I mean, I can block 3 cards from hand, throw Claw, and then flip into Blasmo, which seems like an okay plan. Or we can block 6 from hand and then block with the rest of our equipment, which feels wrong. I think that's just a wrong way to block and to play this one out. I think we're just supposed to block from hand, throw Claw and flip, and try to salvage the game from here. It's pretty unfortunate that we played 6 turns and not seen a single Bloodrush Bellow or Art of War here. Yep, and we are going to flip. Yep, we banished a Bloodrush there. Big Sag.
You can play it though, right?
Do what?
You can play the Bloodrush?
No, it's turned upside down.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't play the upside down cards, unfortunately. Block 5, make a Might token. And then we can take 4, fall down to 6. Man, we've just been behind every turn this game. And then we get to throw the... I kind of think we need to roll here. I know it's a little aggressive, but I think we need... Well, no, if we roll, it doesn't matter, right? Well, no, I guess we could 6 into 3. I think I'm going to roll. We're pretty far behind that I need to get a little aggressive here to try to make something happen. So we're gonna roll and try to get a little bit more aggressive here. What's not a card with Blood Debt, Jacob? Sorry, I might have said something and I don't remember what I said. Yep. Zach takes 4, and then we throw the Shadowpede for 6. And we're going to Arsenal our last card and hopefully try to set up a hand here that can make something happen. Now, we are at 6 with very little equipment left to block, so not likely, but we're... no, we're not. We did not mean to skip our Arsenal. Yikes. Hey, Simo, what's up? I mean, 4-1's pretty good record for Levia, especially for me, but I don't think we're winning this game. Consume only allows playing cards with Blood Debt from Banish. Oh, yeah. You can only play cards with Blood Debt from Banish Zone. Yeah. Talking about the Blood Rush question from earlier. Yeah, I'm following now. I am following now. Think we're gonna block like this, make a might, and try to hang on here. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not great, but it's definitely the card that we needed Zach to take if we're gonna have a turn. So we'll take 3, fall down to 3, and then we're going to attempt to have a turn here. So we're gonna play Art of War. We're gonna go banish and draw 2. And we're gonna banish the Dread Screamer. And I am not able to play both of these cards. So I think this is going to be our best play, is to play Mark of the Beast. And then Arsenal our last card and try to make a good turn happen here. I'm worried we're just too far behind. I mean, Zach still has pretty much all of his equipment here. Like, he has a lot of it, which is a tough scene for us. Now, Zach probably doesn't know that we can't play our Endless Maw, so I think that the Flesh Bag looks very appealing right here, which is good for us. Yeah, W record. Yeah, I mean, considering my normal runs with Levia, this is 4-1, about to be 4-2, has been a very positive day. Like, I played Levia a few months ago and went 1-6 on stream. Man Santa and I played Levia and I went 1-5. So this is a much more positive record and take here for me. We get our card back that we're going to Arsenal, which is good. Yep. So we block here. Feels like an awkward one to draw now. I mean, yeah, I guess we're just going to play it. It gets the most value here just by being able to block efficiently. I do like Spoiled Skull. It's a really cool card to run, Jacob. It's very fun. Hoping... No, sorry, we're going to block here. Hoping that Zach maybe just doesn't have anything to do after this. Likely not. Oh, Sag. I could have blocked with the scabs there, but it didn't matter. We were going to lose there regardless. Yeah, we didn't play 1 Blood Rush, and Zach played 2, right? You played 2 that game?
Yeah.
I think when you pair that with the fact that KO has a lot of go again cards, I think this is probably a tough match for Levia, if I had to guess.
It's just like a higher damage ninja.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, no, I hear a lot of people refer to it as red and white and magic are very low to the ground, aggressive aggro decks, but green is a meteor aggro deck. And this is kind of what that feels like. This feels like the green of this.
I mean, it's very good. It's a solid deck.
All right, yeah, so we'll take 2. We have no choice here. She's a weird one. The ceiling is so high and the floor is so low. Yeah, Levia is a tough hero to play. Definitely one that I struggle with. That's for sure. All right, so we make an agility and a might, and we get to throw 6 here, fueling our graveyard plan pretty efficiently. So that gives a clash of might. Oh, we tie. You'll love to see it. In my brain, I was sitting there going, do I want to reclash? But that's not this hero. Wrong deck, homie. Oh my god. Leave me alone. I have a family. Oh, you love to see it. Oh, you love to see it. God knows we needed something like that, boys. Yeah. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take the value there. Wait, whoa. Why did I block with Blood Rush last turn? What the hell? I am so sorry. My thing clicked differently and did not block the way it was supposed to. God, I hate when it does that.
I didn't even think about it. I thought maybe you had 2.
I do not. I definitely just, yeah, it was not. Like, I don't know if that ever does that to you, but Talishar has done that from time to time,
Yeah.
where it just like moves the cards sometimes, and sometimes I just need to be more patient. Because I've had a couple of people, like when I'm playing Request on 2CC, they're like, no, bro.
Yeah, those people are what we like to call Jamaican jerks.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm just losing all the mites. Which, to be fair, I mean, I think you are supposed to win the mites, the clashes, like.
Probably. You know what that means? Pummel, baby.
Yeah. I mean, there's a world where you have it. God, this could not have come on a worse hand for me.
I feel like I'm playing Briar.
They're so sweaty. It's like, bro, you're playing Talishar. I felt that though. Man. I mean, there's just no world, right, where I'm supposed to do that. Yeah. Man, this feels bad. That feels real bad. So I arsenaled a power card. I had Blue Barraging Beatdown, Dreadwood Rumbler, Blood Rush, and the defense reaction. Chief called. This wasn't it.
That is not it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I mean, we got bailed out to turn off Blood Debt here by throwing the Rumbler at you, but it still feels very bad for me. I think we're supposed to take 6 here. So we can block 6 and then play the Blood Rush from Arsenal and try to make something good happen, or I can block with... I can block like this. It's probably a better line. I don't know. Because when my buddy was testing on there for Nats, he didn't let anyone rewind. I mean, so there are times when it's appropriate to rewind, and sometimes when it's not. When no information has exchanged, and like it's very obvious that like you made a genuine mistake, and like when we're playing request undo CC, and people are like, "Hey, do you care if I take this back? Like I did this or I did that." Like I completely understand, but there are some times when I do agree that it is very. Like people try to take things back with when they just have new information, and I'm like, yeah, that's not cool, dude. All right, so we're gonna go again and banish here. Well, this is a hand of Flesh and Blood cards that I'm allowed to play.
This is very true.
Man.
I think I don't mind that.
I would have loved to have played both the power cards from my hand, but Chief was in contact, and none of these hands have been it. So I know it's a little aggressive, but I think I'm going to give it up here to try and stunt Zach's turn enough to where I can keep all of my cards. If he throws another Command and Conquer at me, the 4 lane is right next to my house.
I was going to, but you took my blue.
Oh man, because you were gonna go claw into CNC there, dude.
Yep.
blocking with the flesh bag just bought us so many points right there. If I would have known you had the D-React type shit, I mean, yeah, sometimes people do stuff like that online, and I'm like, bro, listen, there's a line in the sand here, homie. All right. We got to try to go hamskis.
I drew 3 non-blocks, so...
You love to see it. F's in the chat for Zach to pay respects. What do we have? 1, 2.
Decide if I want to do it now or the next one. I just don't know what you're gonna throw, and you may have to pitch, so we'll just do it now.
We love to see it. Oh, thank God. Dude, like, there was just one card. If you take it from my hand, it's so bad. It's so bad. And you taking what you did lets me throw the Endless Maw. Oh, God, so lucky. I just needed you not to take the Endless Maw.
All right, now you just don't need to draw up a Reckless Swing.
It's in my pitch deck. I just pitched it. All right. I think we'd be taking 7 on this one. Think we'd be taking 7 on this one. I love Yellow Bear Fangs, but God, I hate that people are playing Yellow Bear Fangs. Like, I cannot explain to you, like, my back and forth, like, love-hate relationship that I have with that.
Literally this. Oh, no, this is way better. Do that.
I think we're supposed to block here. Right? I mean, we know he pitched the 3rd Command and Conquer, so it's really about, like, what's coming in after this. And it's just damage either way, right? Like, we're supposed to block. Yeah, we're supposed to just stay at 9, I think. Keep the life advantage we have.
I was trying to figure out a way to use all these cards, and I couldn't, and then I was like, oh, wait.
Let's not be silly. We can take some damage here. We can take 3 and go to 6. So Zach has 3 pieces of equipment he can block with, which means if he has a Blood Rush hand, he can keep 3 cards here. Now, there's only 1 Blood Rush left in the deck. So I can just throw 7 at him, and I'm not guaranteed to turn off Blood Debt, but I'm pretty close. Like, I have 4 misses. So I could roll if we wanted to get really aggressive here. If I roll a 4 or better, I get to throw 7 into 6, which is 13, which pretty much puts me in the driver's seat. But if I throw 7, it forces probably a card in his equipment and he goes to 1 here. But if I roll a 1, I lose on the spot. So I think I have to do this because if I can't just take the chance of losing on the spot, I think that chance is just too bad for us here. Listen, I don't like taking damage, Josh. You know I don't like taking damage. Remember when you turned your back for Victor and how did KO go? I do remember. Victor was not too happy with me turning my back on him for Nationals.
Calling you out.
Yeah. All right. Take 3, go to 3. I think this is the hand that hopefully closes the game out for us. It's like barring we don't hit all misses there. So we have 3 misses and 7 cards. Makes a might, and then I'm going to get the last 2 cards out of Zach's hand with my other 6 here.
Got a no block.
Oh, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it.
That's the only bad part about running the yellow pulpings and...
Yeah, if you're on yellow pulpings and yellow bear fangs, like once you start blocking, your chances of losing the game just go up so significantly.
Absolutely.
Because like the go against stuff is only like insane if you're playing a lot of offense. You want to play one more?
Sure.
I was like, let's play this again. I think this was let's try it with me going first, I guess this time. We'll swap. Because you'd go second, right? If you got to pick.
Yeah, probably.
It was like I think KO just like always wants to go second, so the weakest links didn't really do anything but block that game, but I think that's okay. I think I'm gonna cut the D-React. I don't want the D-React in this matchup, I don't think. I think I would rather have offensive cards like the weakest link. And we'll cut 1 Shadow Pete, I think. And we'll try it like that. Just play 61 here. If you don't roll, you have a higher chance to not banish and miss Blood Debt. If you can play both cards, you 100% turn off the debt. Just another thing to think about. I mean, that's fair. There are always like better opportunities to roll randomly. So we're gonna play Smashback, and then we're just gonna throw 3, force a card out of your hand here. I work watching the stream and I keep pausing it when I get a call forgetting it's live. So I think that happens a lot to people, is that like they're watching and they're like, they start talking and then like I have to be like, oh yeah, you're a little behind. Like just randomly reminding people of things, which I mean, you know, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like it happens. So I can block with this card right here. And then, ooh, oh, man. And I guess if you're going to roll a 1, you want it to be this early in the game. I'm debating if I want to play the Art of War here, but I don't think I have enough graveyard built up to really be looking at playing Art of War. I mean, we could just play Convulsions here. I'd have 1 floating. If I draw into a blue and discard this, I could pitch the blue to come in for 9 dominate, which could be fine, I guess. I think I'm better off to just to play my hand out. I get to throw another card in my graveyard this way. Josh said, imagine being behind on Twitch. I don't know if I want to pitch this card to keep it in the deck, or if I want to keep it to block. I think I want to keep it to block with next turn is what I want to do. The crazy part's we could have Pummel here. Hey, Dodge, what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? You're a little behind, gets message 5 minutes later. I mean, that does happen. That does happen, man. Levia has very, very powerful, very strong rates, which, like, her cards are just all, like, very, like, powerful in general. I think some of these other heroes have to have cards that are very, like you have to have some cards, like, just cards that are very, like, on rate, very strong, very powerful in general. This is for 7. Go again.
I was gonna double bear thing you.
That'd have been cool. Yo, Donzai, thank you for the follow on Twitch, man. I appreciate that double-sided support there, man. I appreciate it a whole bunch. I'm doing well, Dodge. I'm doing well. How are you, buddy? Sorry, what were you going to say?
This early in the game, why not?
Figure of what's going to happen this early in the game? Oh, like rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have that happen, having it happen early is way better than late. So I'm going to pitch this. We're going to go again and banish to draw. I'm going to banish the horror here, which is an interesting choice. Which means we get to go swing big for 8 go again. I'm actually very excited about the Bolton Precon coming out. I don't own a lot of the Bolton cards, so I'm probably going to buy it so I can have all the cards for it, which is exciting. Just been chilling. I feel so empty after Nats. I mean, there are like no events coming up for us, and so that's like, I kind of get it because it's weird. There's not a lot of stuff going on after Nationals. Aggro doesn't understand the Brute concept yet and trying to play Brute like Guardian and safe. I mean, I do like to play things more safe. That is very accurate.
There's a Battle Harden in New Jersey right before Pro Tour, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, if I wanted to fly to New Jersey, that'd be great.
Also, Gen Con is having a few things.
Yeah, there's a few small tournaments, right? Like,
yeah.
Is there a Battle Harden or anything there?
There's a Realm thing coming up soon. Maybe like a Realm Fest or something like that.
Is that in October?
Is it? I thought it was like in like a week or so.
It could be. I don't know.
Do I need to refer?
No, sorry, it's me. I'm sitting here thinking while we're talking. I think I would just want to throw the Beast Within. It's kind of lackluster. I could have rolled Scabs to go Graveling Growl and the Claw, but I think I'm better off to just take the value that I got this turn and Arsenal the Graveling Growl, as it's a pretty decent card that can be played later on. Oh, dude, I don't love Blitz, but I like Skirmish Season because it's very like lax and gives us all the ability to just kind of, you know, sit and chat and talk to other people. Like, I don't know, it gives me the ability to like turn the like sweaty side of my brain off for a day.
Just play Briar, man.
I mean,
this is where I get to live out my degenerate fantasies of Plunder and
my degenerate fantasies. I think I'm just taking 7 here. It's weird. We have another Art of War. Oh, Calling Manila's August 16th. Is that close to you, Dodge? Sorry, I'm not. When it comes to geography, I'm what you would like to call a dumb American.
Man, you need to relax.
I have 3 misses, which means I could miss, but it doesn't really matter if I miss here. So we're going to throw Swing Big for 8 go again. Skirmish is Blitz or LL right now. That is correct, Donzai. It is Blitz or LL. We got a Blitz one. We were all kind of hoping for LL, but Play Briar Call today. I don't know what I'm gonna play for Blitz season. I'm probably gonna play Blaze if I can get a hold of it. If I can get a hold of one.
Dude, I wish the new heroes were available. I'd play Terra.
I would play Terra. That would be cool.
And it's like the day after skirmish season's over is whenever they're available to come play. Is the new set hasn't
Is it
come out
really?
yet.
That's a big sedge. I've only invested in Brute since getting into Fab, so I'm gonna use the Bolton deck as a waiting into another class. Bolton and Rhinar were my two options when I started, and you chose Rhinar. I mean, that's fair. Like, I like that the precon decks open people up to playing other heroes and like other classes. I think it's a very positive thing for the game, like as a whole.
I like the precon decks, like being CC precons. Like, do that and put like meaningful cards in there. Like, even if they're reprints of like lesser like M's or super rares or whatever you want to change them to, just put it in there.
Yeah. I think we're going to take 6, fall down to 20. Yeah, Simo said that the thing in New Jersey you're talking about's a Blitz Battle Harden.
Oh, is it? That's cool.
Wow.
Dude, what the?
Did you just do that again?
Yeah.
Bro. I think we're just going to give this to you to play it safe here.
That's why I stopped playing KO.
I mean, yeah, you're literally reliving what happened to me at Nationals, dude.
But there are those moments where I'm like running through the field, happy, just throwing 30 damage, turns out, not fearing any kind of miss discard.
God, this is so bad.
I was gonna say your silence is making me feel like I might have a chance.
Yeah, no, this was terrible. This was absolutely terrible. I did beat 6 of the 8 Brooders at my ProQuest Plus with the champion run. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Played Dash last night. Did not have a good run at it. Did not have a good run at Dash last night at our armory. I went 1 and 2 at our armory. But, I mean, a lot of good players at our local armory. Don't really feel bad about that. Thank God for dodging victors. LOL. I mean, I was prepared to draw at least a yellow or a blue there and like be okay in 2 cards, but I just drew back-to-back reds.
Yeah, that's rough.
So we were able to turn off Blood Debt at least. I mean, that's cool. We'll arsenal that. Yeah, there's our blues. There's our blues. Ooh, and the Beast Within.
I had 2 in my hand, so if I didn't hit one and I discarded the card on top, I was like, maybe you're gonna have to buy a new laptop.
No, that's hilarious.
I would just never play KO again and curse his name.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, it was CC. I beat Max round 1 of our armory last night. I lost to KO. I actually played against Nick, who had a 34-point turn on turn 2, and I wasn't really able to come back from it after that. And then round 3, I played against Zen. Me and Salas played a really close game, and he got me in the end because of a bad draw of High Octane late. I'm not a big Ranger fan, but like I like Ranger's a lot of fun. So like the idea of the new aim counter support seems kind of cool to me. Zach's more of a Ranger player. What do you think about all the new aim counter support?
It's very cool. I don't know if it goes with any current build of Aelia, but I'm sure somebody will come out with something cool with Sandscour Great Bow or something of that nature.
I mean, yeah. Sandscour, Great Bow, Riptide.
Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to be, I just refuse to give up Death Dealer. It is so good.
I mean, that's fair.
It's like, just pay 1, draw a card.
Should I block with a card here?
But there was one piece of equipment I thought I liked. It was like load an arrow and it gets a name counter or something. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was the arms.
I like Dreadbore more in Riptide. I mean, yeah, like I think that Dreadbore is definitely better in Riptide, but it could be fun to. But it could be pretty fun to play, like just to try something like that. So with the agility token, we can throw Claw for 3, and then hopefully we can give this go again. We have a lot of hits. And then this could be a total of a 17-point turn if we hit for go again, and we did. We got 2 hits, which is exactly what we wanted to see. So this is 7 go again into the 7 in our hand. Value Town population us. The arms and legs yet? They are out, just not floating around too much. I think Scan Scour New Horizon might equal Death Dealer low key after that. I don't know what the new arms and legs do. If you guys like, if somebody wants to post them in the Discord or something, I'd love to see them. I don't think I've seen a lot of it.
They give aim counters, but they're like, there's things you have to do. But one of them just is like break this load and it gets an aim counter. I think it's the arms. I could be wrong though.
Okay.
That one doesn't seem very bad. Man, I just need like not to hit that blood rush.
Slaughter first. We could have went 3 wide. I mean, we did go 3 wide, right, with the claw? Or are you saying we could have went 3 wide with an attack off of the... We could have went 3 wide with an attack off of the... off the Shadow Realm Horror, is that what you mean? Yeah, I mean, I like to buy all the precons just because I think they're good, but... Let's make a might, and let's try to blood rush our way out of this. Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, this feels pretty good. This is 6 go again, into 5 go again, into 8. If this doesn't end the game, I
have 3 no blocks.
Oh, Jesus. Well, there's always that as an option too, I suppose.
That'll definitely seal her up.
Yeah, no. So high roll for horror. Okay, I see what you're saying. So I could have used the agility to play the Slaughter Beast, then played there's the potential high roll ability of playing the other of playing the Shadow Realm Horror to get the extra card. Hey, Mello, what's up, dude? All right, it's in general chat. Let's see. Which general chatting? I'm seeing lots of general chatting. Here we go. Let's pull this over to the stream so we can see it here. All right, sharpshooters, battle-worn arms for 1. Action, destroy this, put an arrow from your hand face up with an aim counter, go again.
That's the one I'm talking about. That one actually seems okay.
Okay, and then we have Flight Path, 1 battle-worn legs, attack reaction, target arrow with an aim counter gets go again. So...
But problem with all these are their actions.
Right, exactly. Well, this one's an attack reaction.
If this one, the arms was instant, dude, be the new arm piece for sure. Wouldn't even think twice about it.
Why does it need to be an instant as opposed to an action?
For warmongers.
Oh, I gotcha. Warmongers. You get got by warmongers there. No, that makes sense.
I haven't seen those leg pieces, though.
The leg pieces look cool. They all honestly kind of look cool. Like, they all look pretty cool, honestly.
I like that.
Bolton Lives Matter. Bro, what? What is going on? Warriors also feel like they need to play perfectly. That's fair.
That's what I don't like about this.
What you don't like about what?
It has to have an aim counter, the legs. Like, if it just gives it target arrow.
I mean, yeah, so that thing makes it to where you have to play Great Bow, right?
I mean,
pretty much. Not necessarily, but
stack your end game to where you make sure you have an aim counter.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it seems like Great Bow would play really well there.
Oh yeah, which I think is the direction they really probably want.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yo, Hurry McDurr. One, I love that name. Two, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here and hanging out with us today. I like the precon decks. I'm gonna continue to buy them. I bought the KO one. I'm gonna buy the Bolton one. Gonna buy the Aelia one. They're LSS has made the statement very clear that they are going to put cards in the precon decks that are only available in the precon decks. Like they are printing new cards in these decks, which is cool, but also kind of like weird because if you live in a region where people aren't able to get a hold of them, it's a little tough and a little awkward at times. But I think ultimately it's a net positive for the community. And a net positive for newer players. So I'm going to continue to buy them because it'll help me branch out into other heroes and other classes to have things that I need to play for stuff. So, well, dude, Zach, thanks for being here, man, and playing games, brother. I appreciate the games, man. I was like, I was not expecting. What did I finish? I finished. I'm
just glad that I can make you feel a little bit better about Levia.
Yeah, man. If you were just sitting over there, like if you got out of bed and was like, you know what, I'm going to throw games to Zach today just so he can feel a little bit better about himself. And I appreciate it because there's a new level of confidence over here about my Levia skills after today.
Hey, leave it up, dude. Bring it Friday.
I mean, dude, I'd need a husk from someone, but I might, honestly. I might.
Sure that's one.
I think Silas has a husk. Just from where he played Levia back in the day, but I don't know. Somebody will have one I can borrow. So, all right. Well, brother,
have a good rest of the day, brother.
All right, you too, man. Okay. Well, guys, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out today. I know there's a lot of events happening, a lot of things going on around the world, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I don't know what you guys have going on the rest of the day, but New Zealand Nationals comes on in like an hour and a half. It's 5:30 EST. I don't know what time it is for everybody, but it's like in an hour and a half. New Zealand Nationals comes on in a little bit. So if you guys want to check that out, it's live over on YouTube on the Flesh and Blood TCG page. Appreciate you guys being here and hanging out. There will not be a stream tomorrow. It looks like there's not going to be a stream tomorrow. And next week's going to be a little light on streams. We got a lot of family plans going on, but I'll be live. I'll be live at least Tuesday and next weekend some. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next week.